think we're live. Yes, we're live. Hello. Twitch
Goodbye.
left me behind. It's done twice now. Maybe it's because I'm on my phone. Maybe. Hi, Cheerful. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, everyone. We're here for some more Dragonlance. We're still waiting for, I think, one more player, so it might be a minute. So we're gonna do some of these things. I'm gonna start with
Club raid.
Can't see. Why is she not in there? There she goes.
What?
I want to see if it works. See, I know she has a clip, and it won't play it.
I wonder if it's because the first one didn't go.
She still has the clips. It should stay. And then there's main gal, who came in and said hello to everyone.
Raid.
Oh, wait. It's not playing her clips either. No, we know she has. Let me reset it.
Oh yeah, no. There's definitely she's definitely got some. All right.
I'm gonna try it again because I know Biff
I
has.
still have coffee.
So yeah, like I said, we're just waiting for 2 players. Well, Biff is here, or main cow. She's just not at her desk right now, and
She's indisposed of.
we're also waiting for Liam, who is not online yet, but they should be here soon. How is everyone? How was your day? Happy Thursday to everyone.
Long ass day.
It was not that long. Stop it. I
Give me
played.
1 second.
I played a little bit on the boats today. It spirals out of hand way too fast.
What does?
Building? Yeah, because now you can build in all directions. So like in Wrath, you can build across the water and up. In Shrouded, you can build across the land and up. In this thing, you can build up, out, down, around. I'm like, oh man.
In theory, you could build a flying structure. You could build a boat, if you think about it.
Yeah, if you get a small enough rock.
And just have the rock as the core, yeah.
Yeah. So let me see if I fix this. Did it work now? Let's see. Please work. Oh, come on.
Anyone else want to sing I'm on a boat?
I don't sing.
Ah, there it goes. Hi, V. Welcome in. Okay, so now that's working. So now let's try another one. We're gonna go back and try Reigns again because I want to see a clip.
That would be great.
What did I miss?
We're trying to get Reigns' clip to play and it won't play.
Try cheerful after that.
I'm doing cheerfuls now.
And see if Rain broke it.
Apparently, I'm in a fighting mood, but I have restrained from saying things.
Huh? What?
Yeah, Reigns broke it. Well, that's just not right. Now I gotta refresh it again.
Remember when Cheerfuls started? Hers kept breaking ours until she got enough either videos or clips in there.
I guess.
So eventually, it'll stop breaking.
Let's see. I'm gonna see if I fixed it now. Nope. I think it's Tech Girl. Shouldn't have to keep fixing it. Don't like it.
Try mine.
Did I thought I did a shout out for you already.
No.
Maybe it's because we lost the stream. We lost the stream. Oh, but it doesn't pull from the stream. It pulls from the clip. So I don't know why it would do that.
Get a number of clips in or streams in.
It might be that, but it's not. Oh, there it goes. Now it's working.
No.
So it might just be that I haven't shouted you guys out enough. I don't know.
Oh, is that the one we killed you?
Because you're new. Killed me. I wasn't in that stream.
No, that one was ejecting Foxy, I think.
Wasn't in that. Anyway. No, we're still waiting for Pixels. He's on the table, so he should be out. Shout out more. Okay. Who else you want me to shout out, Cole? I'll shout you out.
Hey, Cole.
Cole, you have clips?
How's-
Do you have clips?
How you doing?
Why do you sound like you're dying? Please stop it.
Because I'm. You know what?
Nope, you were clipless. I like the little. What is that? It's a very angry toad. Lizard? What is that? It's too small. I can't tell on that screen. I have to go look now.
Is it a drake?
Oh, could be.
Looks like a newt to me.
Yeah, it's like
No, Cole.
it's a very angry lizard.
I have Newt.
That's why I was thinking it was a drake. Thank you, cheerful.
No hugs.
Hugs.
No. There will be no hugging. Angry, he is smiling.
Elaine, have you?
I'm not hungry.
Huh?
What?
What?
Oh no! I forgot to. You know what? I'm not fixing it. So I
What
forgot.
did you do?
I forgot to change Rhino's thing. Oh, let me do it real quick since we're waiting for Liam anyway. I forgot to change Rhino's thing so he hits his logo bouncing on his character. Do you see it? Do you see it?
No.
Look on your stream.
Wow, I have the screen super small. I've never seen it.
Okay. Well.
Oh, that's character. It's bouncy.
I know it's nice. I'm taking it off. I think all of them are bouncing right now.
Wait,
My
why would-
logo is more enthusiastic than I am.
Oh God. Let me see. No, it's only his. Why is yours only bouncy? Why are you unenthusiastic? That makes me feel bad. Oop, that's not what I wanted.
That was a long ass day.
I just realized you sound so much better.
He does.
Winslow is immortal. Okay.
We'll see how the night goes.
I was gonna say, give it 3 hours.
Ring.
Differing. I do love that token. That. All right. It should be this one. I think it's this one. Watch me grab the wrong size one. This may ruin everything. All right, save. Yay! Go ahead and say something, Rhino. Please.
Fine.
Thank you. It's not lined up, but that's as far as I want to go. So how are you doing? All right. So Pixels is here now. Okay. Cool.
Waiting for a no.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm like, I was here last time you said I wasn't here too, but I was just gonna let you keep going.
He just joined. He just joined. Yeah.
Oh.
It was funny.
Well, I was looking at the ring, so sorry.
It's fair.
All right.
No, it's fine.
Now I gotta fix it. I can't just let it sit there because it's bugging me. Hold on. Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm gonna go to the special hell.
I am one day. All right. I need you. Hold on. Let's. Everybody's gonna go through the vertigo thing right now. Okay. I need you to talk, Rhino. Just like keep sound going. Just a little bit
Keep
longer.
the sound going.
Yeah, just a little bit longer.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Listen. This is your fault.
This is your fault.
No, it's not. It is. You're right. Keep going.
I had nothing to do with this.
You did.
I'm gonna start.
One more time.
No.
Okay, that's good enough. It's close enough. Why don't...
Oh my goodness.
Listen, these things happen. It's like... It's because I put his logo... So I put his logo or his thing in the game so that he can play, and I forgot to take it out. How do we get the bouncing thing off, though? And that needs to stop. Turn that off. Okay. All right, I think we got everybody squared away. Cool. Anyway, does everybody want to go ahead and introduce themselves? Talk about their game that they're playing. I mean, the character that they're playing. And does everybody remember where we left off? Because I kind of
Not-
know.
You said we were getting 2 levels.
That is
Yep.
not true. I remember that
Hap.
part.
I remember we left off at
And
camp.
you did tell us to prepare to level because it could happen.
Mm-hmm. I did tell you to prepare. I didn't give you any. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
which is why we all leveled.
Gotta
Mhm.
shoot my shot.
Yeah. You should all be level 7. Yes? Good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
level 8.
I'm
100.
also.
I'm the ultimate god of D&D.
You
I nuke the entire countryside with the most magnificent fireball you've ever seen in your life.
This place is on
His
fire.
cantrips are delayed blast cannon or delayed blast fireballs.
Yeah, I just like
Mhm.
yeah, all my that's is my firebolt are actual just fireballs now. It's a cantrip. That's how powerful I am.
No. That is not a thing. Stop it.
I can dream.
I'm also going to remind you I started out this game with 4 inspirations. I don't know why, but I still have them.
Because we
Because
didn't
we-
do any fighting last time.
You did fighting, didn't you?
No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
nope. Lucky me. Okay. So, let's start with Liam. He never goes first.
Oh no.
There's a reason why. Usually Liam's eating when we start.
I am eating, thank you very much. I'm always eating. It's 6 o'clock. Either I eat at the beginning and get it over with, or I eat halfway through because I'm starving.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I forget that like usually when we start, you're eating. I was like, go ahead, go first.
Yeah.
God.
No, that's right. I know I was right in between giant mouthfuls of fucking spaghetti, so you're good. Okay. Normally I do take everyone else talking to remember that I'm supposed to be speaking in an accent. So, hello everybody. I am playing Liam this evening, and I am the resident ranger, human-ish, and happy to try and keep us alive a little bit longer, though our chances are looking mighty thin given the picture that the DM has up on his screen.
Yep. Didn't I show you this?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just picking right up where I
I
left
just
off.
haven't minimized the stream yet, so I was just like, oh yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Good thing I didn't put anything else up on the screen. Okay, so from Liam, we'll go to Remy.
Hello, Lady Magdala, mainly known as Lady M here on Twitch, and I play Remy, the group's human cleric that just, wants everyone to understand that she is a cleric and clerics do exist and that she's trying to do everything and she isn't from an asylum. She was just very, very, very well sheltered.
I just see Boris go like this. Oh my goodness. All right. Anything else, Remy?
Nah.
Alfie.
Hello, my name is Alfie. In the real normal human world, I am known as Elaine, otherwise known as Ming Cow. On all my socials, I do a lot of co-working and creative shit, I guess. But for today, I am Alfie, a Kender fighter who I have brothers, but my dad is dead. Yippee! Sarcastically.
Wow. Why you hate your dad?
My dad's dead.
You
It's
said-
not my fault. Well, I mean, it's kind of my fault, but it's not really my fault. It's
Actually,
really
it
my
was all
fault.
your fault.
That's fucked up.
Go ahead, Boris.
Oh.
I'm Rhino. I play Boris. I'm our timid, well, even-mannered wizard that doesn't do anything bad or wrong. That's me.
Okay. So I have Alfie turned up to 175. Everybody else is at 100. So I don't know. I think it's Alfie. Alfie, say something so I could
Quiet.
see.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah,
Am
you
I
are.
quiet?
You are quiet.
Okay,
Mhm.
let me fix it. It's a me thing. I'm quiet like across the board. So let me fix it.
Okay. Yeah, because everybody else is nice right in the yellow, except for you. You're like halfway. And I don't want to turn you up any higher.
Good idea.
the, the, the suspense is killing me. everybody,
What?
everybody got real quiet. Like, what's gonna happen? All right. While you're fixing your sound, I will recap what I remember from the last session. You guys had basically finished some task in the Northern Waste. You had discovered information leading you to this city of lost names. You had made friends with a wizard who was very interested, and he gave you a lot of information. But you also saved some like sea elves and some humans, and you returned people to lands. Alfie met a relative who basically told the whole story of how she was separated from her mother and that she had a father who tried to save her but did not make it, and she has two brothers supposedly. Um, and then you guys met up with Darrett and continued to northward to find the city. You guys marched through for a few days and arrived at what appears to be the Red Dragon Army encampment, which is the scene before you. And for those of you not looking at the stream like you're not supposed to be, here is the scene.
We hadn't started yet.
I know.
You don't want me to lurk in the chat? I will close it.
I'm just
But you like it when we lurk in the chat.
I do. I'm just teasing, relax. So, anyway, so there are hundreds of tents. Flying overhead, you see the small dragonelle creatures. You actually have a few in your own army now.
12.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 12.
Yes, you have 12. So you see some of those flying around. Those are not dragons, they're dragonelles.
Potato, potato.
Big
Do I
difference.
sound
These
louder, by
don't
the
breathe
way?
fire. I'm sorry, what was that, Alfie?
Does this sound better? Is all.
Yes.
I don't know if it's any different.
It sounds better to me, but I don't know how it sounds to the stream because the stream is having problems hearing you. V, how does Alfie sound?
Hopes and prayers. Hopes and prayers. Hopes and prayers.
Oh, wait. I can hex dad. Thanks. V, how's
Yes.
the sound? Jesus.
Sound makes noise.
Elaine sounds fine in her opinion. Okay, Elaine is much clearer. All right, thank you.
Yippee.
Excellent.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Now just whisper.
Yeah, just spend the rest of the stream talking this
You
way.
would.
Just like, what's going on? What? All right, so you're looking out over the army from your vantage point. What's the plan? Take it away.
Did we
Back
decide
to
on who got the
dragon.
armor?
I thought it was
Me.
Alfie.
Alfie has the armor.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah,
That's right.
because I traded it to give
A cloak of protection to Boris.
Me.
Right, we fixed the armor at the end of
AC has become
we
has
fixed
become real numbers.
right. We fixed her numbers at the end because she was wearing two pieces of armor. So I remember that. That's why I remember that she has it.
Oh yeah.
Get rid of that. There we go.
All righty. So we have At the end, we captured a total of 15 Drakenels, 3 sets of dragon armor from officers, dragon army officer uniforms, as well as a few saddles that we have been reverse engineering.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I remember correctly, we left off when we had sort of on the horizon seen this camp.
Yes.
Is that correct? Okay.
Well, you did. The whole army didn't approach with you.
Got it.
We're all
as
just
scouts.
the whole army is just over the edge of the hill, like over. It's just
Right.
Um,
The whole
Yes,
army is just
inspiration.
on
eyeballs
the
as
hill,
far as
like
you can
peeking
see,
over.
yeah.
yeah, Alpha, you've been given inspiration because you're a cutie pie.
Yippee! Thank you.
That's not a reason to get inspiration, but I'm gonna let it work.
But she is.
I know, but it's not a reason to give inspiration.
You
It's
put
not
Me
a
and
reason
Rhino
for the
would never
stream,
get
that's a
inspiration.
Oh no, I think they would try to take inspiration away from me.
Like, give it back. Where's my northern waste map?
I mean, to be fair, you leave it up to a stream, and this is what you're going to get.
Nah.
You're just lucky it's not inspiration for Alki because F Havoc. that's
I
the
think,
bar.
I,
Didn't
I
that
think,
happen
I think
already?
I've seen those a couple of times.
I was about to say, I couldn't recall we had a couple of them.
Well, you know. Yeah.
Why am I
Like I
can't?
said, that's the expectation.
I've lost my northern waste map. Let's wash. That's okay. Well, that just sucks.
So we can't have nice things.
I know.
Northern Waste map unkeyed.
I'll find it. Don't worry. Continue. But yeah, you guys had inspiration was given to Boris by Cheerful. That's a
Be
pity. That's a pity inspiration.
Cheerful always coming in with the pity inspirations. I love it. Thank you.
Inspiration is inspiration.
I couldn't.
Ow,
I
my knee.
couldn't help it.
I will celebrate Funyun.
Okay. Where is my thing?
Alrighty then.
That is not it. Aha! I found it. Okay. Yeah, you guys are like 6 miles ahead of the army, according to this.
Makes sense. Alrighty then. Well, I suppose the first order of business then would be something along the lines of surveying. Well, suppose we could use the Fargab to tell the camp that we've located the other camp, and then do a little bit of surveying and see what we can find.
Yeah. Is this the actual? Do we think this is the actual camp or like just a forward, like a fob?
DM, sort of, are we looking at a few dozen people, or like a few hundred, or like a few thousand, or like what are we looking at here?
There are hundreds and hundreds of tents.
Main camp energy. Got it.
Yes. This is
This is like, look over at Wars. I pray to all the gods that might be returning to the realm that this is not their forward phase.
No. This appears to be their army. And you watch the tents spill back into the canyon.
So Leroy Jenkins.
Yes, us just by ourselves without the
quickest
army.
stream ever is the party Leroy Jenkins into the middle of the camp, just letting off everything they got.
Wait, you're paying attention right now, right? You're not getting food.
Let me be clear. You can't cast fireballs as cantrips, okay? Just so you know. No, you can't. There's a T in there. Cannot.
Not with that attitude.
No. Not with any attitude. Just stop it.
God, could you imagine how terrifying that would be? Zoom, 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 just popping them off.
Yep.
I think I read you guys the description last time, but I'm gonna read it to you again.
Yes. Please.
Okay. So, a vast plateau rises from the waste. An ancient cliff soaring hundreds of feet high, a broad canyon splits the plateau's face, its passage blocked by an aged stone wall. Countless red tents spills from the canyon and its gate. Innumerable Dragon Army troops swarm the land, while patrols of Dragon Elves soar above.
Alrighty then. Hmm.
How many archers does our group have?
Your
Not
group?
enough.
1.
Oh, not our group. I meant the whole vast.
Your army is mostly comprised of cavalry.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And, well, I'm sorry, cavalry and infantry. There's infantry in there too.
So, just a contextual question. When it comes to the Drakenel riders, not all of them are Dragon Army officers, right? Just the ones that we captured the equipment or are all of the ones who ride the Drakenels from our?
Most of them are wearing uniforms. Now, there's different ranks among those in the uniforms, but they are Dragon Army soldiers, for sure. And they are at least, like I would say, a little bit above a corporal.
So what you're saying is they go Air Force rules. It's the only branch of the army that sends in their officers to fight
Yes.
wars.
Well, they're not like
alright.
high-ranking officers. That's the way I could put it.
Fair enough. And of the have we kind of seen most of them are a similar rank, or can we tell from the uniforms that we've captured if there's at least we have at least 3 here, so it's do we see a pecking order visible on them in any way, or is it kind of just yeah, these guys are just kind of in the middle? If we were to run in it's more just if you were to confront another Drakenel at a traffic stop, would we outrank them or are we the same?
Okay. So, from what you can tell, all the uniforms you have, they all have the same rank. Okay. Now, from here, looking at the Dragon Army soldiers, I'll let you see if you can roll perception, unless you're using something. Do you have a spyglass or something that I don't know about?
That's a great question. Let me see if I have a spyglass that I don't know about.
Wait, is there a better question? Does Alfie have the spyglass that no one knows about?
That's a potential.
Please check your inventory. Do you have them?
That's potential. It's possible.
Can she roll a d20 to see if she happens to have a?
It's higher than a d20.
Can I roll a
So,
D100?
that'd be so funny, though.
Yeah, you can roll a d100.
I think it's this one.
Wait, hold on. Oh
Did-
my god.
Did the Dragon Army scouts that we vanquish have a spotting
Wait.
glass?
That reaction, does she?
She has a small blunt one. It's almost like the shape of a can.
I made it from wood.
You didn't make it, and that is clear.
It doesn't stop her from saying that. We've just never seen it before because she has hitbox. She just snaps everything in sight.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you can pull out a spyglass. I'm fine with it.
All right, fair enough. So then I would like to peer into the gazing souls of these writers and try and assess more information.
I feel like Liam gave Alfie a look of "Where did you get that?" Then I don't want to.
Put it back. No. It has Sergeant's symbol on it. I mean, not Sergeant, Darrett's symbol on it. All right, so you're looking at the dragon. So I will let you roll a perception check. All right, and you're
Alrighty.
basically following around trying to learn what you can learn. How long are you going to stay there trying to learn things?
probably I would like to stay. Let's see. Well, we use the fire gab to notify the camp so they don't get any closer, and that they're on alert because they know we're not far away. And then as far as our scouting, I would, unless anyone's opposed to it, I would like to stay, sort of until just after dusk to see if their flying and stuff is less at night.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right. So perception check.
Yes, please.
Do I get advantage for using half of the wooden spyglass?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Well, I was gonna give you disadvantage, so that's why it was
Oh,
even.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So flat roll.
Yeah.
Is skills perception.
All right.
I'm always like, I have such a good perception, and then I remember I'm not a druid, so it's good, but my passive's good.
What's your passive?
20.
Your passive is 20?
20. Yeah.
Okay.
My
Right.
passive is 20. My investigation passive is 19. And
All right. Those are
yeah,
good numbers to remember because sometimes,
Yeah.
your roll's not as good. All right. So with those numbers.
when we level up, it might be higher. So I had to double check, and I was like, no, we're still level 7. It's 20.
Yeah. All right. So, picking out insignias, even with the magnifying glass and from this distance, you're not seeing anything that signifies rank on the uniforms. You do notice that the uniforms don't all look the same.
Like like just kind of made differently, or like different like army sects. Like this one's a yellow and this one's a blue.
No,
That kind
these are all basically Red Dragon soldiers. What you do notice is like the Dragon Riders, very few of them have like one extra shoulder pad. And you notice
So
that
you're
through
saying most of them have one shoulder pad.
no, they have
Some
two.
of them have two.
Some of them, they all have two, but theirs is like an extra layer on top of it, making it like more bulky.
Comes with a pillow.
The pillow spike.
It's not. Oh my goodness! So you're thinking that the look of the uniforms is what tells rank apart.
Got it.
The more elaborate the uniform, the more neat the uniform, probably higher in rank.
Fair enough. Alrighty then. And then looking at ours, they're like pretty standard as far as the ornateness goes. The ones that we've captured.
Yes.
Right.
Now
Okay,
you
we
do
can
know
work
that
with that.
these are officer uniforms as compared to soldier uniforms. Like you are
so
aware
it's
of that.
standard above the schmeck.
Yep.
Like it's next level.
Right.
All right. So we could probably get around if needed with bossing around infantry, but probably not so much if we ran into some people up in the air.
Maybe. Yes.
Maybe.
I was gonna say 3 of us could probably put on the uniforms and make it work. Is there any shorter dragon army people out there?
There are goblins. There are goblins as part of the army. You don't see any like dwarves or anything. Humans, draconians. You don't see any Kender that you can pick out.
Gotcha.
But
just trying to see if we came into town with decided to try to infiltrate. If a height disparity would be noticeable.
Yeah, no. Well, you do see goblins, and you do see a couple of goblins like in like makeshift officer uniforms. It's just because of their weird because of the way their bodies are, but they generally are giving orders to other goblins.
Mhm. Alrighty. The uh, it's just you gave me like the image of yeah, no, it's just I like it's like there's not a lot of Kenders in the Dragon Army. It's just like I got like a word propaganda like join the Dragon Army, you'll see the world. And then it's just a Kender like fucking shoveling shit in the middle of the desert, just like what's a fucking
Aw.
guy.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Like all I have seen is this desert and the backside of this desert and parts of this desert I haven't wanted to see.
Hi, Buster. Hello.
Alrighty. Do we are pretty certain that our destination lie ahead is the I forget if we had seen this, but does it look like their occupation here, the Dragon Armies, is like built into an area that has like some ruins or signs of like ancient life here, or is it kind of still out in the wilderness from what we can tell? Are there any like old buildings or ruins that are their camp is in or near?
Okay. So, from looking at it, this you could pretty much see easily. There are pathways that are basically carved into the stone of the canyon leading up to ridges on the side. And on top of the ridges, there are some old walls. They're still intact. Like, you wouldn't have really noticed them had you not, like, been scanning for them. Because that's how the color of the stone just blends in so well. But you can see there is an ancient wall that kind of runs the length of the top of the canyon.
Got
And
it.
so yeah, there is old structures here. And there are, like I said, there's paths leading up to the ridge. There is on both sides. And you can see some like newer construction built into the side. As you're looking, you can tell that one of these structures is probably like a stable for the Dragonels, because you can see like them being led inside and some coming out just saddled up and taking flight.
Alrighty. That's going to be interesting.
Liam out here, like it's not the size of the spyglass that matters; it's how you use it.
Exactly. I'm really just imagining, like, I think someone in the chat earlier when we were talking about it had mentioned like opera glasses. So I'm imagining that Alfie just has like one half of a pair of opera glasses that I'm using as like a little.
Right.
They have those though. They do have the
I'm
opera
like,
glass
that's
with the one thing. It's the weirdest looking
I've
thing.
never seen that before. That's so silly. Like I get it, but it's just this tiny little.
It's really one of those things you look at diamonds, but it's like
Yeah.
size for an ogre, and you're using it in reverse.
Yeah, it's really you're just flipping it around, like, whoa, a little fisheye effect, but I got the detail.
Now I got the big
alrighty.
picture.
Oh Jesus.
Alrighty then. I will
Now, I will say, so the patrols are flying about. From what you can tell, there are 3 Dragonels to a patrol. Okay, they stay in, they fly in basically a loose formation, but it's always 3 of them. But there are dozens of these 3 patrols out there. Okay. Also, you can see that there are foot soldiers that are going out in smaller patrols outside of the camp.
Okay. they got a few layers of patrol and defense. Makes
Mhm.
sense. The Drakenel, like the pit stop for the Drakenels, the stables, if you will, is that like I imagine it's at an elevated position on this like cliff plateau system. Is it in a position that looks like, or if we can tell, it might be near one of these like wall slash cliff passages? Like is there a crack in the canyon near it where it's like, oh, we could just turn in our tracking elves for the night and then off through the canyon.
All right. So you see the map?
Um,
I mean, not the map, the painting.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
So it's like in this area right there. Did you see the ping?
I saw the map, but then I think I've lost it. I was looking at the wrong map.
No,
or
the
sorry,
painting.
the painting.
Yeah.
Wait, found it. Okay, now I'm back.
So it's in that area,
Oh, okay.
and it's sitting up on that ridge, and you can see there's all these little paths that lead up to it,
Okay.
and you could see soldiers like walking up around. It is towards the far end of the camp. Most of the concentration of the soldiers and tents is like in this center section, and like I said, spilling into the canyon.
Got it.
It's almost like the majority of the army is inside the canyon, and these are the ones that just couldn't fit.
Got it. Oh, well, I don't know what the rest of you think, but I'm leaning towards the idea of like I don't know if we'll be able to go right through that, and I don't know if I want to even. I mean, even if we were just to sort of engage in some sort of all-out battle for this passageway, I doubt we'd be able to find our way through it in any meaningful time, as they're sort of sunk deep in there. But I wonder if we might be able to do something that could give us an advantage, and maybe like try and fly into the to the top area up there, and then like find some sort of like one of those staircases back down and sort of go around the army a little bit instead of trying to walk right through the front gate.
Yeah. So that what you're saying that they're in the cavern, is that the cavern in the back that the most of the camp is in, is inside that
The
Yeah,
canyon.
the big giant.
canyon?
Yeah,
How
the
wide
s-
is the
canyon.
opening?
How
How wide
wide?
is the opening to the canyon?
I don't know, like 60, 100 feet in that range.
I could potentially use the wall of fire to stem the flow if they start coming out of there. Depending on if it's 60 or 100 feet, stop or stem.
Oh, that's fair enough. I guess it's more of the problem is, I mean, it might buy us a little bit of time in a large conflict, but I think it's most likely that what we're looking for is on the other side of that canyon. So there's that.
Well, if there is a conflict and the rest of the army has to get involved, not allowing them to come out into the open area would probably be beneficial.
Yeah, no, that's not entirely wrong. Hmm.
Don't exactly know how. I mean, would be
I just
tricky
saw the.
to get through there.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I just saw the name of the image you shared with us, and I'm just like, well, that's rude of them.
Blocks path. God, you bastards.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I didn't either. Yo, eating bats, get out of the way.
They spelled
Oh.
path wrong though.
They did. No, it's just like that's why I kind of glanced up and I was like, Parth? And then I
Yeah.
read the whole thing and I was like,
Mm.
God damn it. All right. Well,
If we do sneak in there, what are we hoping to do? Just see what they're doing?
well, suppose we have two sort of objectives. Find out what they're doing, hopefully put a stop to it. But also if we were to find that one that might be a problem, that our friend from the other day mentioned, call them in for aid and maybe to get the
I was going to say, because there's a
Closure
good chance
is-
that dragon's in there.
well, that's why we have your fancy talkie rock.
Yes, the fancy talkie rock, yes.
Don't tell me it's not fancy. I've been carrying around this fucking jib jab for the last fucking 6 months.
And you got mad at me for not liking it, but
Listen, it's great and I really appreciate everything that she's done. But you're telling me that you've been having talking rocks the whole time.
I thought everyone knew about the sending
Yeah,
stones.
you could have told us about that sooner.
They're not cheap.
But I could also just cast a spell to do the same.
Would you want to send a spell to do the same when we're about to possibly walk in there?
Oh,
I
no, no,
think-
no. We got the rocks and we can use the rocks and I can save the strength for
I guess if
something
we're in
else.
a
But,
rock,
you know,
in a
as
rock in a hard place, you can. but-
finally.
What was that, Alfie?
I feel like we've been gypped a bit by our magic users.
Yeah,
But yeah, whatever.
You know, Alfie, I really feel like if I told you that there's a rock out there that you could talk into,
You would
and
pick
then
up
someone,
every rock.
and then and then someone with the other rock could hear you and respond, you would either A, not believe me, or you would have so many rocks that you'd bring to me on a daily basis to see if one of them was a talking rock.
But I could figure it out because I could talk into the rock, right? That's how that works. I just talk into the rock, and if I don't hear anything, I don't hear anything. And then if the rock talks back to me, it's a magic rock.
Somehow that isn't better, seeing Alfie seeing you walk around talking into every rock possible.
Hello?
she starts talking to the rocks.
We're trying to be sneaky. Hello? Alfie. Hello? Whispers in a hushed tone.
Like shout whispering. Hello.
Why are you encumbered? Gravel.
I haven't tested these rocks yet.
Just shout into the whole bag. You get them all done lickety
We're all trying to sleep, and all you hear all night is hello repeatedly.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? How about now?
Mom? Dad? Mom?
Oh, no.
Oh man.
Oh no!
You'll make fun of me. I'll bring trauma into it.
Don't worry, you don't have to worry about them answering.
Mm.
My mom
God.
was my.
Oh,
my mom
harsh.
might-
You've decided to bring
Alrighty
trauma
then.
into this.
It was funny.
I still think it's funny.
I'm sorry.
I like when we use humor and jokes to avoid taking on this monstrous
Yeah.
task.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're just like, yes, there's an army in front of us. Let's talk about talking rocks.
Let's talk about Alfie collecting a mountain of rocks.
It's a defense mechanism.
Oh yeah, 100%. Alrighty then.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking at this picture, just like
Just start looking off. Like, I mean, it's hard to tell from here. I don't suppose. I'm assuming that they're blocking this valley because it's the only way through.
Or at least the only way that could be accessed by a large force. Would make sense. Well,
Maybe.
feel like we need a little bit more information before we commit to anything.
Probably.
So interrogation.
I mean, that is an option.
God, is that you or is that one of our friends?
Guy is there with you.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember who was here with us.
Guy is there with you.
It's like, yeah,
Alright.
guy would be easier to have.
All right. And I'll just be like, yeah, you see those ones walking around on foot. Wonder if some of their patrols might get just a little bit too far away from camp points. They might be able to let us know a little bit more about what's going on. Those, from what we can tell in these foot patrols, they're mostly human, right? Like we've seen a few out in the desert that had like one draconian, maybe two, but like most of them here are human.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
even
I
now,
mean,
looking at the army, there are draconians among them, but it's mostly like humans, goblins, occasional draconian, and then you see the thing that concerns you. You see the robe wearers walking by.
Spellcasters.
I just look towards. I look towards freaking Boris over here and just yeah, friends of yours. I'll give him a better description than probably what he can make out from here.
Am I aware? Are they part of one of the?
They're wearing black robes. The only difference is embroidered on the back of them is the spiral pattern.
Well, the black robes are leasehold. I have notes.
As Boris begins his elaborate explanation of what the black robes are, I listen intently.
I don't believe you now that you said it like that.
I'm stalling for you. Take it or leave
I
it.
know. Where the hell did my notes? Where are the notes? Player notes. They changed it to player notes and not just notes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they threw me
changed
off
it.
with that. It was when one of the last few games, and I spent like a solid 5 minutes. Like, where the fuck's the notes tab? And then I was like, oh.
Okay, it's the Black Moon Nuatari is the god of evil arcane magic and is represented by the Black Moon. He is patron to the Black Robed Wizard of High Sorcery. He works with Solinari and Lunatari to further the cause of magic. Though his methods differ from theirs, he works through dark means in order to accumulate power and quickly. That's that color rope.
Alrighty, so I take it's something along the lines of you have a hobby of turning people to ash and puddles, and they make a profession out of it.
Yeah, if you do evil things, you fall into that category.
All right, got it.
And they're more powerful when that specific moon. Well, we're all more powerful when the associated moon of ours when you fall into a class, into a group. What moon cycle is it?
Yeah, I was about to ask him, like, DM, moon's question mark?
It hasn't really come up because I'm not technically part of a group yet, so I don't qualify.
Hold on. So the black moon is almost full. The rest of them are kind of like waning.
Just checking. How many moons are in the sky? Because I wasn't aware
3.
that it was more than one.
So there's 3 moons.
There's a red moon, a white moon, and a black moon.
Right. So the white moon is the regular bright light in the sky. The red moon always is like kind of partially like blocked out and gets that red color. The black one is just never seen. Its orbit just keeps it in the darkness.
Got it.
So
So when you see these threatening words, does that mean they're at the peak of their power coming up shortly, or does that mean that like, they're just sort of average right now? Or when you say that, are you like, don't attack at night, or is it sort of an all day sort of situation?
It's when the moon's present more than the time of day.
yeah.
Mm,
So
Am I able to
basically, for
tell
like
what
3
moons are
days
present?
out of the year, 3 days out of the month, they're a little bit more powerful. So like the time of the full moon.
Got it. So when you say almost full, that's like now,
Maybe
or
tonight
like-
or tomorrow. One of those.
Thank you very very much.
Aren't you glad I shared some of my knowledge with you guys? I bet you made you feel so much more comfortable in our actions.
The DM totally would not have remembered if you didn't give us the lord up you get.
Well, he would have
No.
been like, one of you has it. It's up to you.
Oh.
Reading it again, I was like, oh
Um,
wait. Once you're part of a group, you get stronger on certain days when that moon is at its full peak. I remembered while
jeez.
reading it. I was like, oh no.
Ah, jeez. Alrighty then. So DM. So then, in that case, as we're observing this and the days passing by, how late in the day is it at this point? At this point here.
So I would say you guys have been sitting here for like better part of the morning.
Okay.
It would probably be about like
Awestruck for a good hour.
just after awestruck, not awestruck, just after maybe like 1.
Alrighty.
And you do like now your army, the Allied army, they're waiting, right, for your word,
Yeah.
or are they marching up?
No, they were staying at a
so-
safe distance, I think.
Yeah, they were waiting. So we had they were like one like hex behind us essentially, and then as soon as we saw the army here, we pulled up the old mechanical rock phone with extra gizmos and told them like, hey, we
The
spotted
overcomplicated sending stone.
All right, so you told them to stop.
Yes.
Gotcha. The Fargab? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the Fargab, and we told them, oh yeah, no, don't go any further than that camp that we found. You're nearby.
Okay.
Wait a second. I was zoomed really close in on the Northern Waste map, and I noticed that right above the horse, there's a little like cave out in the rock there. Is that what we're looking at?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like, you cheeky bastard. Alrighty then. Well, I say that's then we got to look over at trying to find somebody to enlighten us as to what the rest of the army is be doing. And what we might find if we were to go down that cave. Or if there's a better way in. So with that, I'd like to spend a little bit of time maybe circling around a bit, but I want to see, even if we just find a nice place with some cover to sort of watch, how far out those foot soldier patrols go, and like basically trying to find one that is maybe off to the side or goes a little bit further, or even if there's a patrol that is coming in from further away or going out further, like a further trek from camp, not just like a perimeter search. Some foot patrol that we might be able to get a hold of, because otherwise we might have to ambush another flying squadron of them, like a few miles out.
So the
Yeah.
wing patrols are like taking off and zooming, like just disappearing into the waste. You have
Okay.
your whole time traveling run into patrols.
Yeah.
And these, you could see that this is their origin. So you do see like some packing up, grabbing their gear, folding down their tents while you're watching, and moving out.
All right. So then, unless anybody else has a better idea for our afternoon, I'd like to try and find one of those patrols, but like a few miles out from camp, so that we're well outside to yelling distance.
And so fire
And
can't
see
be
if-
seen.
Yeah. Now there are other
Yes,
there
yes.
are other patrols that obviously they don't have their packs, they don't have any gear with them. They're just like localized patrols. But the ones that are
Mhm.
carrying their gear and their packs, they are definitely long range patrols. So you do see a couple of those heading out. You see some coming back. You manage to pick one off. There's only like 4 guys in it.
All right.
Now they are not
if that's
wearing
the case.
uniforms. They are wearing more like mercenary stuff.
I mean, that might be to our
Take the
advantage
fucking
if
drink.
they're not.
It's
Purchasing it
loyal
for the
if they're
money.
purchasable.
Yes. Right.
Do we even have money?
Oh. Says the one that's probably holding half our current coin purses.
I actually know because I was left in charge of the.
All of them
We
went
did not.
no.
We didn't come with all the money, but I do have some money. Yes.
Oh,
I was
like-
about to
Dude,
say,
I might have
I'd be
58
broke.
gold. And I might have 58 gold. That I
Steal.
don't know where it came from.
all of us have or should have a little bit. If not, it was given to someone else to hold on to.
Steal.
But
Gold and Corinne is useless.
Start steal.
So you have
fucking-
so if it says gold on your character sheet, it's steal.
Yeah.
What a
fair
steal!
enough.
The coins.
He
Yeah,
didn't
I
say
know, but
what
he
is
was
still.
making, he was making pun. He was making pun.
Yeah,
It
it's
was a
fine.
pun and it just went right over my head because I'm blocking him out.
Nothing goes
No,
over my
not.
head. I am too fast.
Alrighty. Alrighty then. So those fellas look right for the picking. Anybody want to see if we can loosen their lips a little bit as once they get way away from camp?
I can
Sure.
be the hitman.
That would we want to talk to them. Hopefully, with
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, I know,
what
but
do you mean by
if
that?
they're mercenaries and sometimes they don't want to talk unless you have a little persuasion, So I could be the hit guy. You just say can we come up with a code word like Alfie? Oh, whack 'em. And then-
Given the fact that your name can come up just randomly, I don't want
Yes,
Alfie to be the word that
no.
you need to start hitting someone.
Oh,
Because you could be yapping and then Liam goes, Alfie, and you're like, all right, and start.
Boris has a point there. Could also be like Alfie, stop, but then you just heard Alfie, and your eyes glaze overhead, and
oh, okay, yeah, all right.
Oh my goodness.
Hello, my name is alrighty then. Yeah, no, we can. If we're face to face with them, and I think and we're already at the point of hostile negotiation. I think that simply saying get them might be enough. Because at that point, it's already come to blows probably. But
How about can you say missed them? Missed them? Like I did that one guy.
okay,
when we
listen,
back
we're
in the
trying to
house.
talk to them.
Even though you are quite terrifying in combat, Alfie, I don't want to discourage or disparage you, but and to their mistake, they're probably not going to take you seriously and or threatening.
Yeah, but
At least on
that's
face
the point,
value.
though. You know, that's why we have the code word, and then like Liam or you'll be like, "Miss them, Alfie," and then I'll fuck them up. You know, but they won't understand what it means. And then we have the attack of surprise.
But
Mm,
but Alfie, are you
Hmm?
It's times
still
like this I wish I took
trying?
catapult as a spell.
Someone remind me. Did Alfie wanted to try to be a knight, right?
She did.
Yeah.
mhm.
I think she's lost.
Al-
I think she's lost her way.
Yeah,
Okay.
knights don't
So-
torture people.
Yeah, Remy's gonna be like
Isn't
Alfie,
that-
but is that the way you wanted to go?
Alfie will sit crisscross applesauce in like a little corner while they
No,
continue
we don't have time
converse,
for that. We
having
need to start following these people.
okay, I will follow and my arms will be crossed and I'll be like thinking to myself like, well, I mean like I grew up like, you know,
Do
having
the
big
voices
guys
in your
help me.
head,
That's
please,
kind of
Alfie.
the
We need to
way-
start being quiet.
It's kind of the way it's been.
That's
Me.
whispering. That's not doing the voices in your head, Alfie.
But the nights fine.
She needs a
Alfie
voiceover.
will like Alfie will be like silently mouthing words to herself as she contemplates like what she's trying what course of life she wants to take now.
Mhm.
So Liam, are we just gonna try to approach and attempt to talk to them without violence out the gate?
Well, setting up an ambush might be ideal because then even if we our approach would be a little bit more threatening. Because I get the feeling that if we just walk into them on the road, they might not take us very seriously. But if we were to, if we were to like maybe catch them with their guard down a little bit, that might help us at least, you know, give us a moment of them not necessarily being at their best wits, but
We can definitely try. It's just gonna be a little bit hard, you know. Sneaking up with
alternatively,
Racket and Clank, as I point to the talker and the one wearing heavy armor.
You mean Alfie because she has both.
She is in fact both, yes.
It's poor Alfie.
The guy is also wearing a
I'm
lot
going,
of
I'm
armor
going to be
too.
a mime for the rest of the session.
That's a too
No.
much. That's too much moving. You'll Clank way too much.
Alfie does the arm movement, which means fuck you. You know, Alfie's taking an oath of silence this session.
I doubt that.
I give you less than 10 minutes.
I mean, if we need a distraction, I don't know if I could help in any way.
I just need to take them by surprise so that they're more
Yeah.
receptive to our demands. I guess is the way we're going with it.
Yeah, no, that. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
Hmm.
But yeah, I suppose the the area which this patrol that at this point presumably we're somewhat starting to shadow as we've sort of picked them out. We the direction that they're going away from this area is it uh, is it in the direction of like open plains or is there like rocky areas or outcroppings or sort of other terrain that they might have to like sort of more narrowly funnel through?
So they're heading south.
Hmm.
So it's not really rocky, but it's gonna get to like where there's a lot of ravines in a couple of days.
Oh, their trip's gonna get pretty rocky.
Alrighty then. Well, if that's the case, how about this then? What if we just we might not be able to find somewhere small to cut them off, but even if we could just use our mobility and our purpose, as we have a little bit more drive than them, as I'm sure they're just on a stroll, a pack-laden stroll. If we could cut ahead of them a mile or two, and then sort of wait for them to approach behind anything from a bluff to a boulder large enough. How else do you feel about that?
Works for me.
Alrighty.
Mm.
Everyone
So
on
then
board?
DM.
Mhm.
So I suppose we will do that. We will use our maneuvering advantages to try and head them off by a couple of miles, and then as they get closer, find a place that hopefully will be adjacent to a place that looks like, it's like, oh, this is a decent walking path, and then, we'll be within, 100 or so feet of that, give or take, closer ideally, and see if we can sort of head them off a bit and then wait.
All right. You're going to try to plot out that course. I need you to roll survival.
Great. Survival. Hopefully this will be good. Otherwise, we're doing it the old-fashioned way.
Just following them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, oh shit, we missed it by half a mile. Well, I guess we're just gonna run them down.
All right. So you have been through here a few times. You think that, judging by the course they're taking, you can circle around, but you're gonna have to move to get ahead of them.
Yep. Probably like keeping an eye out for patrols, mostly, and then moving when we don't see any, sort of up above patrols.
Right. Well, you are like starting to move into the canyons. So if unless you're following a wide canyon and they fly directly the same direction as you, they're probably just disappearing over you.
That makes sense. Yeah. So, time to move then, everybody. I'll begin to take them into more of a hustle than a slow crawl.
Alfie, roll me a death save. Constitution. She looks shocked.
She is shocked. She's
You
sticking
don't
to-
just open a conversation with roll a
like,
death saving throw for me.
Oh.
That's good. Very good.
I think he was trying to break her. Now it's a glare.
Oh, that expression.
Now it's a glare of silence.
I think he was trying to be like,
Well done.
what? Out of her, so she was.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm impressed.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
that was
Her
good.
face said it all, that's for sure. She's got a
Yep.
psychotic wink going on now. One eye's just
Right?
like.
And she's got the stars going on now too.
I don't see the oh, I see the stars. Okay, that's cute. All right. So, Liam, it's a little, rocky. You head after them, trying to keep touch, basically parallel them and get ahead of them. Guy is kind of like slowing you down because he can't run as fast as you. In fact, Boris is slowing you down. Like, everyone is slowing you down.
Oh yeah, because none of
You
us
know,
are as fast as him.
Yeah. So you're
Yeah,
like, we
that's
gotta get
standard.
ahead of
That's
them,
why I
people.
can go forward, and then I can go
Right.
backwards, and then I can go forwards and still be at the same pacing.
Right. And this time they're trying to keep up with you, and you're like, oh, this is why. Short feet, heavy man, trippy lady, and robe wearer. Great.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
one of those like,
graceful.
yes, I see why our standard operating procedure is me scouting forward, and then me scouting behind the group, and then me scouting forward to the group. But it's like, it made sense in my head that I'm quick, but like, damn.
But you will manage to get them to where you think you should be.
Alrighty. And
Now-
hopefully we'll have enough time for them to catch their breath.
Now, at this point, it would be like early evening, so the sun is lower in the sky. The shadows are long, especially in the canyon, so it's like kind of dim in here right now. But you can hear them walking ahead while everybody's trying to catch their breath.
Ugh. So
Did you just
tired
say
of this
ahead?
desert. Ugh, I'm just so tired of this desert.
I did say ahead, but I meant like walking towards you.
Yeah, echoing
Oh,
through the
okay.
canyon.
Mhm.
Alrighty, and I'll just say to everyone, well, catch your wind now because we got about a minute. And I will look for a place to conceal my less concealable companions as well as myself in a point of ambush.
Okay. So you push everybody to the side. Get in there. Hide. Don't move. All right. Everybody rolls a stealth check. Alfie fails unless she says something.
That's rude.
That's
Rude.
mean.
I feel like she's having more fun with this than
I will cast Pass Without a Trace so everyone can add a +10.
Okay, cool.
what's
Alright, let me
funny is
drop
she
that
could have
again.
just muted up her mic and she's still screaming curse words at us and we would never know.
Right? I know. I think Liam would snitch though. Like I can hear you.
Yeah, probably.
Were you rolling these hidden?
Yes, it's a stealth
Yeah,
check.
that
You
makes
wouldn't know
sense.
if you're hidden.
Okay.
I would know if I'm standing up like a
Whee!
I'll roll for
I
a
want all of you.
guy. You said plus
Guy.
10.
Yes,
yes
plus 10.
disadvantage too, though.
Crap! I forgot to put that on there.
It should automatically apply if you have your heavier armor on.
What?
Her disadvantage should automatically apply if she actually has her armor equipped.
I don't think I have
It
armor.
didn't. You have
Oh, well,
armor.
I have the breastplate, but
That doesn't
it's
give
in
you
it- and it's equipped.
It doesn't give you disadvantage. The breastplate doesn't give disadvantage. Because it's just like one piece.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hold on. I'm gonna roll for guy.
Dope shit. What the?
Oh,
My
that's
roll is wrong.
yes. Because you
Where's
added
that? Oh.
41. You rolled a 41. So you have plus
Which,
27.
honestly, shouldn't it isn't that far off. But
it's 10 too high. So you have
it's 10 too
effects,
high.
and then you added plus 10.
Yes, I see. I have the Pass Without a Trace effect on me that I didn't realize was on me. So, I do. Do you want me to re-roll that one? I roll with advantage anyway, which I need to do. So I will.
You roll it again, but I would just take off the minus 10. Like I would just subtract the 10.
Also we can subtract the 10 from that one, but I'll throw the second one in here for advantage.
Okay.
That is the wrong check. God, I can't do with dice today.
Okay. Your second one was much worse than the first one.
Okay, cool.
All right. Even Guy managed to like stay in 20s, so that plus 10 helped.
Hell yeah.
All right, so you guys
I was expecting a plus 17 and I looked down at the first die and it's like plus 27. I'm like, that's not right.
Yeah, that was a lot.
You should have been like, if I don't say anything.
Well,
You'll never notice.
he probably would have seen it because I rolled a 40 something.
Yeah, he rolled a 41. As soon as I saw it, I was like, what?
Don't ask questions.
I was like, you do not have plus 27. That's a lot.
I cast John Cena. I can't see me.
All right. So you managed to hide everybody. Who was the there was a bad roll. Where is it? Oh, Alfie didn't make any noise, so she failed. That's right.
I feel like there's.
Don't squint your eyes at me. I could do it better.
The thing is we're starting a game that you're a player in, and she can make that so unfun.
That's true. Oh no! Wait, what?
You're about to be a player in a game, and you have it set up where players can be punished by people with enough points.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Welcome to this side, sir.
Oh.
I knew I was saving them.
Oh. It's gonna be a long game. Oh. Anyway, all right. So you hide everybody, and then everybody's ready. Guy pulls out his sword, pulls up his shield. He's waiting. Alfie is cracking her knuckles, pretending she's in a box. Boris, Remy, you're all hidden. And then you hear voices approaching. You can hear like rocks, gravel being kicked around as they shuffle towards you. And then, like, I'm telling you, these long patrols are for nothing. There's nothing out here. Why do we have to go? Because they don't like us.
What you ask for?
It's like, why don't they send the lizards? Well, because the lizards, well, they do send the lizards, but the lizards like going because they like killing stuff. I like killing stuff. Yeah, but you're not really good at it. This is the conversation you hear as they're approaching you.
That's a beautiful conversation. I don't want to interrupt. I want to just,
Really?
Make you famous. No.
Are we, is it like really narrow in here to the point where they're gonna come right up to our face? Or is it a point where we could like let them like pass us a few feet and then come in from the sides? Like how much space are we dealing with here?
Like 40 feet.
All right.
So they'll walk right between you, like 20 feet on either side. They're not hugging the walls. They're not sneaking at all. They just look like a bunch of guys casually out for a stroll. One of them will mention we should probably make camp soon. It's getting dark. We got still like another hour of light. What do you mean make camp? He's like, I'm hungry. You're always hungry. Did you bring enough food? I don't know. Let me check. And he's like looking at his pack as he walks. He's like, oh, there it goes. Yep.
So I am going to sort of look over at some of my companions that tend to be a little bit less. They have a good heart, and they're not always the most practical in certain situations, but now might be a good time to test the limit. And I'd like to wait for them to sort of get a little bit past us before just.
All right.
I'm just going to interrupt them verbally. I don't know if you need to prepare anything.
My passives don't beat anybody. Also, like the lowest person you had, I will tell you, was Remy, but then I just realized she didn't add the 10.
Oh.
So
that's what I was talking about. It's like I didn't add the 10 to that.
I thought you said disadvantage. I was like, no, you don't have disadvantage, because that's what we were talking about with the plate armor should be automatic. The 10 is not. So your lowest score is not the lowest score anymore. So these guys are oblivious. They're passive. They're not paying attention. They're walking right past you.
Yep. Yeah, so I just let them get like just past us to the point where it's like we could still run up on them.
Is there any
like 20
chance
feet or so
that we can wait long enough for them to set up camp where we can sneak in and I can get some food? No.
Let him cook.
Wait for them
Boris
to make
is
dinner for
Boris
you.
is holding on to you like, wait, let him cook.
Sit down next to them.
Literally, I'm hungry.
Sit down next to them at the fire and grab a bowl and eat and see how.
Like, oh, thanks. The grub's finally done.
Finally, this entire patrol walk has been killing my feet.
Oh my gosh. I don't know which one is worse.
I don't know. They're both great.
I love the idea.
And so then I will just I think I will Yeah, I'll just from my place of concealment, I'm probably like a little bit further ahead, or further towards the original position than my companions, because I am generally the closest. So from my place of concealment, I'll just um chime in from them. I understand that your patrol's been long, but if you wouldn't mind dropping your weapons, we have you surrounded.
You hear shing, shing, shing as they all draw out weapons and start looking around. Now, you had let them walk by, so I am going to roll active because now they're looking for you guys. But
Yeah.
I'm going to go off your lowest, like your lowest, well, if they see anybody. Nope.
You just look over and you scowl.
Not a one of you.
How
Mhm.
far away are they from like where I'm standing?
Like 20 feet. No, actually, I'm
Okay.
probably a little bit further, maybe like 30 feet, because you did let them walk past you a little bit, so that would. But the closest they would have been was 20 feet, but then you let them walk past, so every step they took put them further away.
Okay, and I would have heard Liam's comments, right?
Right.
I was
Everybody-
projecting a little bit.
Yeah, everybody heard Liam's comments. It kind of echoes around, and they're doing this.
Yeah, I wasn't talking at them. I was just talking into the cavern as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah, they're
Okay.
they're actually looking upwards because of the
Mhm.
ledge looking down into the cavern, and somebody said something about being surrounded. So they're
Mhm.
looking in all directions, trying to spot where you guys the voice is coming from, but they're not very observant. So they're just kind of.
Mhm.
But they do pull
Can
out
I-
weapons and back into each other. Like
Can
they
I
drop their
add-
packs. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Remy.
Yeah, I was going to ask if I could add to their confusion, so it seems like there are more people surrounding them of thaumaturgy and have ominous whispers all around them.
Yeah, you can do that. So, what are the whispers saying? Shoot the one with the blonde hair. They all got blonde hair. No, what
You
is
go
it?
from the right. You gotta go for right. Go for left.
All right,
It's like,
so
does that seem like that's a fair advantage? I mean, so many of
Mhm.
us versus so many of them. All this around pinging.
all right, so you're making voices all around them. Usually, ominous whispers is more like you can't really hear the words; they're very subtle. It's just enough to know that somebody's talking nearby. But yes,
Mhm.
they're looking uneasy. They feel like they've just walked into an ambush, and that's not a pleasant feeling for anyone. Alfie, the third one with the green eyes.
What's up, guys?
Uh,
Alfie, you'd have to walk out to go do that.
no, that's just what the voices
She's
are
voicing what the voices are saying.
She's adding
Yeah,
to the
she's giving us
voices.
text for the voices.
Oh.
These
You
are
gotta use.
Oh, okay.
these are
I'm giggling.
HR violation whispers.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought she asked
You gotta
which.
use the out of
harassment
I
character.
literally
whispers.
read that as which one has a nice ass, and I was like, why? But okay. That's why
The
the
one
answer.
with the green eyes,
The
is that
one with
what
the
you
green.
said?
Yes, that was the one with the green eyes. Because it seemed just as odd. Oh my goodness, Alfie, you need to talk.
Oh
I
my
can't
God.
do this. I don't like mimes.
It's mime over
Oh,
matter.
God.
You can keep going. You can
Oh,
get
God.
this done.
Oh my. Oh. Okay. Anyway. I just. Oh, that's so much fun. All right. So, who are you? What do you want? We're members of the
I
Red
want you to drop
Dragon
your
Army.
weapons and we'll let you live.
They kind of look at each other. Liam, you can roll intimidation.
Cool.
You
Do I
have
get any sort of bonuses for them about to shit themselves?
I was gonna say you have advantage with everything that's going on, and the sheer like execution, so I'll give you advantage.
Yay! That way I might get a better one, because I'm probably not going to get a great one.
You have minus in intimidation. Oh,
Listen,
not
no one said that.
charismatic.
I have to roll their
Like
insight.
I'm
Hold
not
on.
a charismatic individual.
I'm rolling them as a group because I don't want to. Oh, okay. So you hear one of the swords hit the ground immediately. Clang! And it's like, what are you doing? Pick that up. And they're like, they got us surrounded. They said drop their weapons. Do you see anybody? Yeah, but I can hear them. They're all around. You hear like another sword hit the ground. Clang! Like, I give up.
Alrighty. Thank you for being so complete. The last fellas, they didn't make it so far along this sort of negotiation. So, if the rest of you wouldn't mind.
Two of them still have their swords out.
Yep.
That's what
Okay.
he's
I'm just
referring to. If the rest of you wouldn't mind.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure that. Oh, never mind. Yeah. So you hear, the Viewmaster's gonna freaking skin us. Viewmaster's not here, man.
And I'll just.
You hear another
I'll
sword
skin
hit the
you.
ground. You say that out loud. I'll skin you.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take but 2 swords. Cling.
I didn't have to say what I was gonna say.
Thank you, fellas. If you don't mind, I just have a few questions for you, and then we can part our ways and hopefully never see each other again.
Oh,
And the rest of my friends won't have
I'm
to
all
get
for
involved.
that. What do you guys think? Shut up. No, you shut up.
Alrighty. So then, I see there's still a little bit of distrust here, which is only natural, but there's sort of 3 ways this can go down.
You hear,
You
I'll
piss me
set
off
your
and
asses. from Alfie.
So, I'll just say, we can either talk this through nicely, and then we can leave you here to make camp for the evening and have a great time. Option 2, you can try and continue resisting in the near future, in which case our Black Robe might have to do something dastardly to your bones.
Hey, look, they
and
got a
then
black
option number
robe too.
3.
Shut up.
And I say, then option number 3. You are extremely helpful to us. We leave you a little better off than we found you. And again, we go our separate ways.
When you
just
say
a couple of
better
questions.
off, it's like, will you line our pockets? Because I'm all for that.
I have a little bit on me.
Hey guys, we can get paid. Like, you can see there's one guy like being very like rational about the whole thing, and the other 3 are just looking at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Trying to live and get paid. Win-win.
Wise man. Very wise man.
But they are standing there
No,
like
I
with
like
their
your friend there.
with their hands up.
Yeah. But it's like, well, no, I do like your friend now. If something goes wrong, we might keep him. The Scorpions can have the rest of you. But let's not get to that.
We don't. Okay. I mean,
alrighty.
They still haven't spotted it. Like, they're not looking at you. They're still looking around. And the one guy's just being very pragmatic. He's just like, look, they're going to pay us. Yep. We can get out of this, not get killed. They don't realize, I don't think they realize how close you are. Because they're just talking to each other in a whisper, but they're like, look, we can get paid. We can get out of this. And then we can just go back and report the Dragon Army and get paid again.
But, that's okay. All of us on the inside are like, well, maybe not that late.
So close. So close.
Yeah, it's like they almost got it.
I said he was pragmatic.
That's
to a floor.
I was gonna say that second part sounds like it's just gonna get them killed. They lose all their money anyways, because I don't feel like them spilling the beans on info is gonna be passed up. Like, they're not gonna take that very lightly, but whatever.
Yup, that should be the truth. So with that in mind, glad to see that at least one of you has got some sense between his head. So first question: what are your good friends that clearly aren't paying you enough for all this work? What are they guarding?
Oh,
What's the
they
large camp in front of?
pay really good. I mean, right? We got a pension.
I heard that. There's decent benefits too, yeah?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Guarding
Does it-
nothing.
Nothing. Not a giant chasm that leads to their, ultimate goal.
I mean, technically, we're not guarding. We just kind of this is where we made camp.
Mm-hmm.
We were
This
searching.
happens to be in searching. Well, then what for?
Some city or something. No, a weapon, right? A weapon. Yeah, we found the city. We were looking for a weapon in the city, but only the higher ups
got
were
it.
allowed to go in. So we were allowed to get up to the first gate. Inside the canyon, there's a gate further in, so we're allowed to camp up to there. And it was shady, this hot weather out here, so we just, as many people, the lucky ones, got inside the cavern and got out of the heat.
Yeah, fair enough. So, you mentioned this large gate. Is there any other way into the city that you've been instructed to guard, or is the gate the only point of egress?
Well, we're in guard anything. We're just keeping the camp, like, we don't expect trouble. Like, I'm surprised anybody's
No,
out
why
here.
would you?
You don't sound like robbers, though.
More purveyors of
Is it
fine
considered
things,
robbery
such
if you
as.
take items off of dead bodies?
Wait, what?
Do you add that in?
Technically, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna add that. Another voice from the shadows. Is it considered robbery if you take stuff off of dead bodies?
Yes. I thought no, we're trying to get out of here live, so paid maybe. Anyway, no, we're guarding our camp. Yeah, the higher ups, the skeleton guy and a couple of robe wearers. Oh, and the priest. They went in. But they didn't let only a few select were allowed to go with them. So most of the army's sitting in that canyon.
All righty then. And your camp, the walls and ruins that surround it are see lots of paths and passages. Do you happen to know if any of those are heading off in the same direction as that gate, deeper into the plateau?
Well, I don't know, but Sammy over here, he was drinking with one of the Dragonelle riders, and he said something about there's like all kinds of footpaths going down over the wall. He's like, "Why are you putting
That's the
me in
truth,
this?"
Sammy.
What? I can't vouch for that information. The guy was playing dice with me, and he had been drinking a little bit. But yeah, evidently there's all kinds of little passages over the ridge, footpaths, not big enough for the army. I mean, the whole city is kind of walled off by that natural canyon.
Makes sense. Righty, well, you lot have been so helpful. So they're, looking through the city behind that gate back there. They got a few footpaths that probably, according to sources, which you can't personally verify as it is secondhand information, lead you over them walls. And there's some priests, some various people that are above your pay grade and not any of your business that like to go in there, yeah?
Oh, I know who they are.
Um,
Shut up. But what he asked? I mean, it's not like we're dumb. Yeah, we know who's in there.
Right. So, I'm gonna list off a few names, and if you got anyone else to add to the list, feel free then. All right. We got a Mr. Lord Thoth. You familiar?
Oh, they know him. Yeah, he's there.
Yeah, we're on a bit of a first name basis.
Oh, like, are you friends of his? Is this a test? We may have messed up, guys. No, I don't think it's a test, man. Is this a test?
No.
Oh, wow. See, I told you. Shut up.
As I say, irritated from their just stupid back and forth.
No, god damn it.
Now shut up.
And I heard that one Lord Verminard is currently missing at the moment, off elsewhere, attending to things more important than this quite loathsome
Missing?
desert.
No,
Well,
he's not missing. He's the high priest of the dragon army. He's taking care of business up north. Well, not really north,
mm,
but he's taking care with the other half of the army.
all right. And then Miss Fire Eyes then is taking, his place for the moment.
Yeah, I guess you could say that, but she's not here either.
Well, they really be leaving you out alone in this dirt, aren't they?
Well, not too many people gonna mess with Lord Soth, and the army does have other things that they need to be doing. I mean, we're just here for the weapon. The wizard and the priest, they're really into what we're doing. They're convinced it will just make the assaults go so much faster.
All right. Well, that should be good for all of you.
Should we tell them their
then do you
names?
have
I don't know. Do you want to tell them their name? They didn't ask. Okay, never mind.
What are their names?
Oh, don't worry. That's the next question. Thank you for being so gracious in leading it right to us.
So
their names, please, if you will.
Well, the mage, he goes by Lozet.
Love it?
Lozet.
Lozet.
And then there's the priest, Belafrian. Or Freyan. Belafrian.
Belafrian. Something like that.
Actually, I have a pronunciation thing. Let's see if they're on there. No, I do.
I do love a good pronunciation.
Okay, so it's Belafrian. Belafrian. I like my way better. And then the priest, the wage was Lozet. Yeah, but him I got right.
Lozet.
Mage priest.
And then of course you have the name for Soth. Him and his soldiers are here as well.
Now, just specifying him and his beautiful band of soldiers, they're just a section of the dragon army, correct? Or are these his soldiers that are a little bit less alive than the rest of us?
Oh no, they're a lot less alive. Like no skin, eerie glowing eyes. They're an attachment. They kind of keep to themselves, and nobody really wants to wander over them. Lozet doesn't care. He thinks it's fascinating. I think the Death Knight's gonna kill him one day, but
Well, definitely not fun. I take it that they're in the city and not breaking camp and breaking bread with you outside of it.
No, they're beyond the wall with some of their elite soldiers.
Got it. Awfully rude of them to leave the grunts like you outside, out in the desert.
No, we're barely grunts. We're new recruits, mercenaries, really.
Got it.
It's not bad.
Why you're still sensible.
Did he just call us dumb? No, I think he says we're not dumb. Oh, okay.
As they proceed to prove me wrong. Well then, and lastly, unless any of my companions here have you any more questions for you.
Winzen!
We
One of them yells that.
Wind's End. Is that where the Drakenels be making break and such?
Making breaking? Yeah. How did you know that? I don't. Maybe they've been watching us. Yeah, no, it's Sammy, the guy who's Sammy. He's the one. He's like, well, that's the name. Yeah, they said there's a path there, kind of like hidden behind the stables.
Honestly, the name isn't Drakenels have wings, wind. It is sort of, but yeah, we saw it. But thank you for that. Very helpful. Um, the lastly, I'll be out of your hair shortly as long as your my companions have nothing else they want to do with you. The great winged beast, one that might be described as a dragon, or much larger the size, giant black dragon, or any other fair coloring. You seen them? You familiar? Mm,
Um, yes.
mm. And I take it that they are here currently.
Well, yes and no.
That mean they're stopping by for lunch and then they tend to not be here.
We, well, the black, he's here. He's he just came back and I mean, seemed in good spirits for a dragon. He didn't eat any of us, and none of the horses went missing. So we feel that he's in a good mood.
Alrighty.
The reds, we haven't
And
seen them for days.
Was that
multiple?
plural?
Was it what?
Was that plural?
Was that more than one reds?
Oh yeah.
I see. Alrighty then. And just a pair of them then, or was there one more?
I mean, it is the Red Dragon Army.
Listen,
We're
so
just
far your
we're
name and
ju-
conventions have been all over the place.
Oh. Well, yeah, no. So, well, Lord Verminard, they kind of all bow their head. He has one, and then Fire Eyes, she has one. And then we've seen a couple of others.
Ah, I see. So they're not here at the moment then, as they're with their companions, as it were.
Oh, the High Lords are always near their dragons.
Got it. So that accounts for the black and the red.
The
Any
black
more
doesn't have
colours
a
yet?
rider. They don't allow it. They're too
Full of themselves.
that's a word. Yeah, you could say that.
Mhm.
I mean, aren't all
Sure,
dragons
I'd
full
say
of
that to their
themselves
face,
though?
would you? Well, I'd imagine. The so that accounts for the black and the red. Any, I don't know, greens, blues, whites, anything like that you care to account for?
I believe they're the whites are down south. The blues are taking care of the elves, and the greens are taking care of the elves. Where are the blues? I think the blues are in the desert.
This desert or one of the various other deserts?
One of the others. I mean, it's all talk, though. You know how it is when people start drinking. I haven't seen any other colors. I mean, I've only seen the black and the red.
That's fair enough. So currently leading your camp is Lord Soth and his various undead companions. Then the very noble, obviously, Lozette and Belferian. Anyone else of interest in there that we might need to make an appointment with?
I mean, are you, are you like, are you gonna report us?
Oh, Lords, no.
Are you gonna kill anyone?
Not unless you want us to.
Can you kill our sergeant?
Does he have a name?
Oh, well, we call him
One of
asshole.
you four?
No, he's the one that sent us out here. He's always sending us out into the desert. There were 6 of us. 2 of us have died.
Oh my god. These guys are idiots.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they got the shit job. What did you expect? But alrighty then. We'll make note of his name for you then. If he crosses our path, we'll make sure to be
Captain
courteous when we introduce ourselves.
Captain Jason.
Damn it, Jason.
Does he have any distinguishing things
He's-
about his appearance?
He's an asshole.
I've been told the same thing, so
Oh,
It's not very distinguishing.
oh, he has like a chest length beard, kind of reddish.
You
Always.
son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. That's what we're
Alrighty then.
going with. Okay.
I mean, he's a short, stocky man.
All right. Well, we'll keep that in note in case we happen to cross paths.
Well, if you're going to Winds,
so
if
thank
you're
you so
going,
much.
if you're heading up to Wind's End, his tent is down at the bottom of the trail leading up. You just and go on your way.
Is there any passwords to get through?
Passwords? No, just need uniforms.
Hmm.
Or these, and they kind of hold up like symbols. You notice they are wearing uniforms, but it's like
They're different.
yeah, no, they just have like a tunic on over like their regular leather armor.
Got it. Well, you've been so helpful. I'll turn it over to my companions. Any of you have any questions that we feel like haven't been thoroughly answered by our?
I got a
gracious
question.
friends
Are we
here?
gonna get paid now?
In a moment.
I don't think he meant us, stupid. Oh, he said anybody.
Well, I appreciate your candor, but I'll wait to see if anyone chimes in.
So Alfie shook her head. Guy is not gonna ask any questions. He's still hiding, like rubbing his temples. Like, why? I remember back in my day, soldiers were soldiers.
Guy doesn't want to be killing us, killing people unnecessarily. So we did this one for Guy.
Aw.
Guy, close your ears, close your eyes and earmuffs. No, I was joking.
So, Alfie,
give any
take care of their pay. Oh, my knuckles already cracked. It didn't work.
Did they describe or get any information about the weapon that they were going for?
We didn't.
I was just like, well, I don't think that'd be something that they would know about. Would they be given privileged information such as that?
Nope.
Or had some drunken fun?
Well, no. I mean, that's probably the best kept secret in the camp. I know it's a weapon and it's supposed to be of like immense power, but only a few people. Some of the wizards might know. They're privy to that kind of information. Also, I would be careful.
To keep that from
I would be careful with the wizards. You just hear like a huge head slap.
Oh, that's cute.
Ow! Why did you hit me? He's like, why are you gonna tell them that? Look, they're gonna take care of Jason. Okay.
We'll take care of him extra quick if you give us the rest of that sentence you're working on.
Oh, well, the wizards, they kind of use their magic to make sure everybody in the camp is supposed to be in the camp. So I wouldn't like stay in their field of view for too long.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
They are usually in the canyon. They do monitor passage in and out, but that's about it.
All right, well, you've all been so very helpful. I'll leave you with 2 parting gifts then.
We're gonna get paid now, guys.
I'll toss my coin purse just sort of like up and over vaguely in their direction. And then I will follow it with the bundled up on the side of my bag coil of rope.
All right, so you send out the coin purse. How much is in the coin purse?
25 silver pieces.
All right, so one of them is going to head forward, and his hands are down. He's just like heads over. He kind of like picks it up and shakes it, He's like, and then the coil of rope like hits him.
Yeah.
He's like,
Mm.
what's that for?
So if you wouldn't mind tying yourselves all together for us.
Fine. You know, he like pockets the coin purse, like
Mhm.
tucks it down his like front. Like, but why do we have to tie ourselves up? As he's tying himself up.
Yeah. Well, you see, don't see any reason to be spilling unnecessary blood on this day. But
We
that
agree.
said,
This is a good plan.
yeah. Yes, I thought you might. That said, if you want us to take care of Jason, it is probably best if you're not at the camp when we do.
Oh. That makes sense. Can we go back after? Like, how long is it going to take you?
How long's your patrol supposed to be, fellas?
Oh, we're heading out to, like, some quadrant, like, 14. We should be
So-
back for, like, 3 days.
That might be good. So here's how it's going to go. You're going to tie yourselves up. We're going to make sure that you're not passing anything off behind our backs. We'll go our separate ways. You can finish your patrol to the best of your abilities, and then you come back, and Jason should not be a problem anymore.
I like this plan, guys. I mean, we got paid. It's not a lot, though. I think it's like 25 coins. But they're not steel. They're silver. Like, should we ask for more? Like, the other one's just like, no. Just...
But I'll just add into that. And you know what, frankly, since Jason's the one that sent you out here, probably would have noticed if you were gone for an extra few days. So, take your time, have a leisurely jaunt out here, catch some fish. Careful they bite.
Oh yeah, we lost one guy to them.
They are
Hey.
idiots.
Can we go to Kalaman? No, we can't go to Kalaman. That's the enemy, you idiot. Yeah, but we're not. We could just take off the tunics and go in, have a drink. Maybe, like,
At this point, have they tied themselves up, or are they still working on it?
They're still working on it. But they are tying themselves up. You gave them one coil of rope, so they're just kind of like winding it around them.
Yeah.
Mishko, bless them.
Well, if you want to go to Kalaman, you could leave behind your robes. It would save us from having to peel them off.
I guess we could do that. Yeah. Sorry.
Cut that out.
Like, I said I was sorry. I don't know. I don't know if this war thing. I don't know if I'm up to this war thing anymore, man. Like, look at Sammy. He's a mess. He looks like he's 50. He's 22.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, if you go down to Kalaman, they're always looking for additional wall guards, and you'll be living in a city and not in a shithole desert.
Find
pay is
some
not bad.
peace.
Yeah, but I mean, Calaman's not going to be around much longer. And one of them just sharp elbows him. Oh, what?
Oh, don't worry, fellas. You weren't giving away anything new. We know what the next line of moves for your friends are.
Oh, all right. Well, in that case, maybe we shouldn't go to Kalaman. Do you know any other cities? Yeah, there's a couple. Not big. All right. Okay. What about that little one? Just up the river a ways. No, they burned that one down. What is wrong with you? Oh, okay, we can't go there either.
It was a nice town.
Yeah, it was nice. Oh. I'll wait for them to finish tying themselves off as they figure about which city, and then
they're tied
take
up.
my next
So
one.
they've tied themselves up back to back with the rope going around in front of them. They're just like standing there talking about where they're gonna go have a drink.
At which point I will reveal myself from the shadows, and step out, large knife in hand. Alrighty, I'll give him a little nod. Thank you for being so generous, as I'm like 15 feet away, maybe. Um,
They're like looking at you and suddenly not like
mhm,
impressed.
mhm, mhm.
They're like,
I
"That's
know
it."
it's.
Hold on.
I know
Like
not
he's like
much.
he like shuffles the whole group to turn a little bit.
Mhm. Um,
Oh,
uh, I know I'm so much more intimidating when you can't see me, but that's the good nature of it. So, if you don't mind, and I'm gonna walk over there, kicking any weapons on the ground aside, and start pulling their insignias and tabards off, a little bit at knife point. And I'm just waiting for them to do something stupid so that one of my friends can help me.
Guy has stood up at this point, and you hear one of them, "Look, it's a
Mm.
knight."
Mhm.
It's like, oh, there must be
Mhm.
more of them. They don't usually travel by themselves.
Mhm. And if you think how long I was just right next to you, imagine how many are right around the corner.
I think one touched my ass. That was me. Shut up. The rope's
touch
tight.
the butt.
The ba.
Another round of whispers going around. It's a cantrip.
I know. It's fine. You can cast it as
I'm
many
excited.
times as you like. But yeah.
I'll stand up and I'll be like, "So what food were you talking about making?"
Oh, it's in the pack back over there. Like what Sammy's like, oh, it's right over there. Sammy does look old. He looks like he's about 50 years old, tired, bags under his eyes, wrinkled skin, tan beyond like anybody should be tan.
I just look over at him. He actually 25 or is he 50?
No, he's about 25 years old, right, Sammy? Uh-huh.
The desert really did you dirty, didn't
Mm,
it?
yeah, well, I have a knack for not getting lost.
Yeah, fair enough. Mhm.
Too bad
Oh, all
there
right.
isn't wizards that can make you look younger. They can just make you younger. Be an old ass baby if they tried to fix that.
Why? Why would anyone?
Mhm. Well, thank you kindly. And so am I able to like get their like tabards and insignias and other identifying marks off of them?
Yeah, they're
Um,
not tied up great.
yeah.
They
I
literally
imagine so.
like just have the ropes going across their chest around them. Their arms, they can like lift them up and touch stuff.
Yeah.
And if they really wanted to, they probably could just all push into each other, and the rope would fall to their feet.
Yeah. And so to that note, I am going to, while I'm doing that, as after I get the things that are a little bit more on them off, I am going to, reinforce the rope job a little bit and also look over at their pack. I imagine since they have to travel through the chasms and stuff, they might have some climbing gear.
Yeah, they have climbing gear, they have rope, they have like the
Mm.
pitons, a couple of grappling hooks,
Mhm.
and food.
Alrighty. Um,
That's all they got.
awesome. I will take their rope and use it to um, tie all of their hands together. Um,
Hey, I thought you were gonna let us go. Like, how are we gonna like defend ourselves if you tie us up? Like, hey, not so tight. Ow, ow, ow.
Do they have a knife or any? I'll place one sword that's just ever so difficultly out of reach and be like, "Well, if you work together, there you go."
mhm. Listen, fellas,
Um,
we bear you no ill will, and we'll take care of Jason for you. But at the end of the day, we just met you, and we're not really on that sort of level of trust yet. You understand? Mm, mm, mhm,
that makes sense. Well, I'm
mhm,
Cletus. This is Sammy. That's John, and that's like Franz.
mhm,
He doesn't speak a lot.
mm.
Was he also hit
Oh,
in the
fair.
head as a child?
I don't, Franz, were you hit in the head as a child? He sees Alfie and
All
just
right.
like their eyes meet. He's like,
um, alrighty. Um, so, uh, if you don't mind, we'll leave this for you over here. Leave you with enough food for however long you need to be out here, although I think my friend is a little bit nippy. And then leave you on your way. Probably best not to come back soon unless you want Jason to chew you out, as it'll take us a little bit to take care of him.
No, I'm never going back. I mean, like with
Probably best for your health.
But- he's like, but how are we gonna see if Jason's actually been taken care of? Okay, maybe we'll go back once.
It's not like you're paying us to get the job done, so if you
Oh.
leave, you're rid of him anyways.
not a point.
Yeah, but the dragon armies are gonna take over like all of Kryn, and then we'll eventually probably be like labeled as deserters, and they'll find us one day, and they'll like take us away from our families that we're having, and I don't want to do that to my wife.
All right,
You're
that's
not
fair enough, so
married.
you're gonna stay.
Yet.
He's got plans, and you wouldn't want to forsake those. So how about this? You stay out here for long enough to have believably finished your patrol. Come back, your captain won't be a problem anymore. You can go about your ways however you like from.
All right, well, we do actually have to do our patrol.
Well, by all means. And you start walking away with most of their belongings, a sword placed out of reach, and them tied up quite well.
They're like, how much coin was in the purse? I told you, some silver. It was like 10 gold. I mean, 10 pieces. 10, that's it. We made... Hey, that's not enough.
It didn't seem like he could count very well. It's not even half of what I put in there, first of all.
you can see him like looking at you like... No.
Oh, my bad. He was trying to pocket half of it. Well, you can debate that amongst yourselves.
Also, learn to name your price before you start spilling the beans.
I mean, you had us surround... I mean, the two of you had us surrounded. Hey.
All right, fellas. Time to move out.
I think we were tricked. No, really?
Just echoing throughout the cavern. It was trick ya or kill ya. I think you prefer this option.
Oh, this is a much better option. Thank you. Thank you so much. So,
from the hidden spot, Remy's gonna go, may Miss Cow grant you peace, especially you that look like the old one.
Who's... She has a cow? What? There's a cow? I guess.
Miss Cal.
They don't know who that is.
I know.
So you just told
Hence
them,
the
may my...
sigh.
They heard, may my cow bless you.
Wow, another group of people who think you're crazy.
So
Well, they're
I
not
just
exactly the
imagine
brightest
one
crayons
of-
in the box, so they're not exactly the brightest sticks. No, wait.
like they're not making any progress
What would
getting
be
to the
favored?
sword either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
I was about to say, we make sure that's like it's gonna take them a while and a lot of teamwork to like pull that out of the rockets hidden in it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
I don't
currently
think
they're
I could've
fighting
gotten
over who
anything.
the one that told them
He-
steal the money.
You
Oh.
threw it up and it's like 10, 20 feet up in the air, stuck in a ledge.
Yeah. Yeah. And we take the rest of their weapons as part of the uniform.
All right. So you take all their stuff, basically disappear, walk off with their things. Now remember, their stuff is not uniform stuff. You have better
No,
uniforms.
just
than this.
icons and
Yeah, it's just
and-
basically
and
like
stuff
little
like that.
symbol, like almost like when volunteers put like a strap on their arm to signify I'm on this
Yeah.
team. That's more like what they have than anything else.
Yeah, fair enough. But it can't hurt. And maybe if they eventually come to that conclusion as they're walking back to camp, they might realize that they'll be punished for showing up as unknowns.
Right? It might dawn on them.
It might. Maybe before or after the ashes of the camp come into view. But
He's like, oh, as they're being stabbed. I mean,
yeah,
like,
well,
what did we do?
Fair
enough.
Oh, Oh, that was what that. Yep.
Hey guys, nice to see you. Shot.
All right, so you leave with
Intruders.
all their stuff. So you have like enough climbing gear for 4 people.
Mhm.
Like what is it? Mountaineers packs. You would have like 4 of those.
Alrighty.
Okay. But also like 1 pack just full of rations. It
Fair
is
enough.
technically for them. It was only like 4 days worth of rations.
Well, yeah, I think we should leave them with like a little bit of rations because they wanted to complete their gaunt out here. So if we leave them actually starving to death, they might just run back in the morning.
Okay. Well,
So
but
leave
you
them with
know,
at least a few
Liam,
days.
like their 4 days worth
Yeah.
of rations, like they had
Mhm.
meals. Like it wasn't really
Mm.
rations. So you could probably take like half of them and they'd still be fine for 4 days.
Well, that's very, very, very generous rations they be having.
Mhm.
Alrighty.
And then a couple of short swords. Well, they all had short
Mm.
swords. They each had a dagger. Their leathers wasn't anything to write home about. It was actually
Mhm.
fairly old and brittle.
Alrighty. And I think we're just gonna head back the direction they came for a while until we're well out of sight and then make a turn towards our primary camp where Dareth is.
Oh, what? Who?
We're going home to see Dareth and the missus.
Oh, you're heading back to your camp. Okay, I thought you were talking about going
Yeah.
back to their camp.
No.
No.
All right. So you're heading back to the Allied camp.
Mhm.
Now, it
Yeah,
is about a...
after going back in their tracks for a bit so that we're not just heading straight there.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So it is about 11:10. So we're going to take a little quick break, use the restroom, fill up your drinks, get a little snack. I'm feeling like I need a snack because I did not have dinner yet.
What?
I had rice and beans for lunch and I was full. Now I'm hungry. Anyway, so quick break. Alfie, you win. You have to start talking again. I can't take it.
Okay.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
I could see
Okay.
defeat. Too quiet. You're
I
adorable,
wanted the,
but I need to hear you.
I wanted the leeway XP, but that doesn't matter here because we're on milestones. So I was like, fuck it, I'm sticking with the bit. I just imagined that, like, while everyone was talking, Alfie picked one of the guys and just started like playing patty cake or something like with him, or like playing a
Franz.
card game. And just yeah,
She's,
Yeah.
Franz
she's
was
hiding.
bonding.
She's hiding somewhere, talking into fucking rocks.
Right?
Oh.
All right. So, like I said, 10-minute break. We'll be back in a few minutes, chat. Don't go nowhere. Or, well,
Run
no,
away.
go get a snack. Use the bathroom. Come back.
Don't run
Get
away.
a drink.
No.
But don't run away. No, don't run away. Come back. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right. I almost hit the scene ending. We're doing this.
You like the what?
What?
I like that. Like that was probably the silliest NPC encounter that we've had thus far, and I didn't participate in it. 'Cause I decided to make a bet with myself that I had to be quiet.
Yeah, I don't like that bet. Don't do that
I
again.
feel like you were squirming in your chair because you're like, oh, there's so much stuff I want to say.
There's so much material. He's throwing
A
up
lot. I wanted to talk.
softballs.
I wanted to talk to Francis quite a bit, but I was like, the bit. I gotta fuck with the bit.
Uh, yeah, not all encounters have to be horrific. I think Liam is he's still muted, so I guess he's
Coming
not
back.
back yet. Yeah, okay. That's fine.
You had to get water.
I'm tired of
I
playing
like to
Genshin
push
for
the
the day.
buttons.
He was
I
cute
push
as
the
fuck.
buttons.
I know. Even Alfie, even silent Alfie still makes a presence with the avatar.
Right?
The expressions that the thing does.
Zooming in and out.
Your
and then
model is
also-
more expressive than me. And I'm a real person.
And
I make
from
very
what
specific
chat puts out,
appearance.
it seems like it's more liked too. It's rude.
I know.
Listen,
What
it's
does
not
the
my fault
what
that
does the
I
chat
paid to
hate
look
us
this
for?
cute.
No,
No,
me.
it just likes
That I'm
Alfie's. It
cute.
just likes Alfie's animated body more than real people.
Not
Well,
my
you know.
fault. I paid to look this cute.
Yes.
There's not enough money in the world to make me look cute.
Oh no, there's plenty of money in the world to make you look cute. Do you know
I
what
don't
anime
know
boys
I
look
don't
like?
know if that's a compliment or not.
I think it was meant as one. I'm convinced that it was meant as a compliment. It just didn't.
It's like come on, if you have Bezos money, there's someone out there.
Listen,
Oh,
yeah, with enough money,
Damn.
you are like gorgeous
Damn, I
to
just like to- damn.
everyone. All right. Where were we? Oh, yes, you guys were heading back to see Derek. It is at this time you can head back. You'll get back to camp probably by nightfall. Like it'll be night by the time you get there.
What are the odds that we can sneak into the camp without being seen?
We could try.
But if we do that, I feel like we're gonna get shot if someone catches us. Might be all sneaky.
Yeah, probably.
They
Well,
might, but I
doesn't
think they
Liam
get a
usually
little.
walk in there and get as close as
Now-
he can before they realize him?
Remember, they're not really camping because they are, as far as they know, they're fairly close to proximity to another army. So these guys are standing there with their armor on, leaning against like rocks and stuff, hiding, just as you were when you approached. It is an army. It's kind of difficult, but they're not trying to be out in the open.
There. I guess now's a bad time to try to play a trick.
I was about to say before my audio cut out. We could sneak up on them, but I've been doing that a lot less since we got closer and closer to enemy lines. That was more unintentionally sneaking up on them when we were far away, when we just
Mhm.
got here.
No, true.
As we got further into the desert, it was less unintentionally sneaking up onto them and more intentionally making myself known.
Mhm. I am here. This is me.
Don't shoot me.
Don't
You know
shoot.
me. If you shoot at me, I will shoot back more.
Get mad, sneak up on them. They shoot me. I cast fireball.
Oh, why? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So before you destroy your allied army,
They started it. They shot me.
nobody shot anybody.
Yet.
In this scenario, in my current scenario in my brain, they did.
In my imagination, you fucked up. Okay, so you head back to camp. Make yourselves known. It is nighttime. There are sentries. And again, considering like the situation, they're trying their best to like stay uncovered. you know that if one of those Dragonelle heads in this direction, you're probably all your cover is blown.
Yep. um, so with that, um, uh, we are going to head straight for Derek.
Okay. Ah, I almost called you Pixels. Liam.
Of all the things I've been unintentionally called, that one would have worked.
Yeah. Liam, you're back.
Um,
what's the word?
hello. We got quite a sizable update from some dear friends of ours. Do you have a
Friends.
moment?
Always come
Good.
in. And I'll pull you to the side. They're basically you guys go into like a little, not a full cave, but like a little alcove in the rock.
It'll be like we might want to get I think like there's a few other commanders, but it's mostly Darrett and Cudgel. Are they like some of the
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like we might want to put Cudgel in for this one as well.
No, not a problem. Fetch me Cudgel. Yes, sir. Like one of the soldiers will go off.
As we're waiting for Cudgel, I'll just we ambushed a group of mercenaries that are working in the army and got quite a bit of information out of them.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yes, it is. Speaking of which, based on that information, we probably are going to have to take action quite shortly.
What do you mean? About this time, you hear a grumbling female dwarf come walking in. Why? I was asleep. I was on my 5th tankard. You don't understand. Oh, it's all of you. You're still alive. I'm kind of like slap you in the arm. What's the word?
I was just telling Derek we made some friends along the trail and asked them about their superior space formations and what they're hiding.
Ooh, hostages. Anybody worth trading?
Yeah, no, they're not even. They weren't. They haven't even been there enough to have full uniforms yet.
So you're talking, and Boris is behind you, going like this, and you could see the dwarf and the human will exchange a glance, like, did they just murder somebody? And like look back over it.
No,
Which is funny is the one time I didn't murder someone, they're assuming I murdered someone.
We're like, no, we left them, with their breeches down and a little bit of a squabble to debate between themselves as they were very forthcoming for information. And I have a feeling that once they finish their patrol, they aren't going to like what they come back to. Since we learned that while the bulk of the army is set in front of a gate which leads to the city that we are seeking, the rest of their forces lie inside, mostly the elite forces on the inside, with friends of ours such as Lord Soth. Also learns the name of a couple of their upper echelon in the area, a mage by the name of Losette and a priest, Belfarian, Balafrian, something like that.
Belafrine. No.
Yeah. One of those.
That's not even close.
Yeah, no, not even close. I wrote it down like quasi phonetically, and I'm like, that's close enough. Don't know what he said.
Booberry.
Oh my goodness.
Bebop and Booberry. And they are looking for some kind of weapon on the inside. That's their city. Haven't found it yet though, and that's what they're after. That said, it seems like there's no real viable way through that main gate. But we have learned that on some of the hills there are some paths that go over the gate on the other side that a small troop of us might be able to infiltrate through and see if we can put a stop to whatever they're looking for and maybe find it before them.
Oh, and there's a bunch of the Dragonelles. There's a black dragon and a couple red dragons. I understand.
Yes, it seems
They
like
look at each other,
all of them.
and then they look back, and you say, "Did you say dragons?"
Yes, plural. One black, at
Yes.
least 3 red.
The dwarf was
However-
like, "Why the hell not?"
Yeah. As I say, we were given the information though that many of the red dragons are used as mounts for the upper echelons of their army. Individuals such as the Lord Verminard and Miss Casaldi Fire Eyes and the like of them. And they are currently elsewhere in other parts of the world, so we don't have to worry about them.
With the other
black ones-
dragons, the blue ones and the white ones, and
Oh.
The green
Yes.
ones.
Okay,
and the green ones.
the cudgel's like, "All right, let me
But we
stop
don't
you
need
there.
to worry about those.
Let me stop you there. You sure this whole
That's a
talk
little
of
too much information.
dragons is not just some kind of propaganda fear tactic to keep the soldiers in line? I mean,
well, we
nobody's
saw the
seen a
black
dragon
one.
for like a few thousand years.
Few weeks, few days, maybe.
Wait,
Couple days
um,
for us, right?
what?
Yeah, a couple of days for us.
What? 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 Like he looked, and it's like, I've been busy. I haven't told you, but yes, they saw a dragon.
Hi.
He's like,
Yeah.
when were you gonna tell me? I was hoping I didn't have to. It'll be fine.
and that said, it seems as though most of them aren't here at the moment, so we don't necessarily have to spread the fear throughout our own ranks. That said, they aren't here at the moment. My good friend here has informed me that the mages that make up part of the camp company that we have just
Oh,
seen
yeah.
might get a little bit more powerful if we wait a few days longer. So I'm thinking we might have to make a move quickly.
They're black. Oh,
So-
mages.
Well, what are their numbers?
Definitely in the couple hundreds. I don't know if we were able to guesstimate. We saw hundreds of tents, but
You figure
probably
you're
a
out
similar amount.
that your army is outnumbered probably 5 to 1, somewhere in that range.
I think that a all-out assault is probably not our best option. However,
But we have the element of
chance-
surprise.
oh, we do for now, and if we act quickly, we have a better chance. Because the longer we wait here, the more likely one of those patrols are to spot us. So if we were to attack quickly, we'd probably do a significant amount of damage. But at very least, some of us might be able to make it over that path that we heard
I
about.
mean, in theory, if they did, there is
So-
a choke point at the entrance of the cavern.
Yes, that is true.
If there was a frontal assault, it would potentially take attention off of us trying to sneak in through one of the other roads. But
So a distraction. I like it.
Yes.
Cudgel's like, sounds dangerous. It's like daring. It's bravery. Yes. We'll lead the army, attack their army, causing a distraction for you, and you deal with the leadership.
I feel like I have to warn you that if the black dragon shows up, there's potential that another one might show up.
2
And
black
you don't wa-
dragons.
No,
No.
I don't think the other one's a black dragon, but you don't want to. The black dragons go for it if you want to shoot at it. The other one, no.
Let's just say we have it on very good authority that any dragon of these varieties, black, white, green, blue, and red, are part of the dragon army and outright probably going to try and kill anyone who is not bearing their mark. Also, there's a good chance that our rank and file soldiers might not even be able to get arrows through their scale. So, the black dragon comes. Shelter is my best kit, which is why we need to act while they're not necessarily here. And I've heard it that when they were here, they were in a good mood. That brings us to problem number 2. There are dragons of other colors that we have learned of that don't like this black dragon. The colors
Which
is maybe
goes
not
back to
right
my
term.
comments of another dragon possibly showing up.
Yes. If you see a dragon that appears to have hide made of metal, don't piss them off.
You mean like the metallic dragons from Huma's day?
Yes.
Yes.
I bring out my child storybook. That talks about
Like
Kuma.
this one.
Mhm.
I mean, Cudgel's like. You think they've been drinking? Could it be?
Also,
It might be
if
the
you
heat.
have,
Jared's
if
like,
for some reason you make it to the back area somehow during the distraction, make it to the back area and stumble across a metallic egg, don't touch it.
Yeah,
metallic,
dragon eggs might be a little bit.
metallic egg. Don't touch. Well,
I'll sort of go over towards Cudgel as she's like pondering whether or not we've been drinking. Cudgel's not that much shorter than me. So I'm just going to just sort of lean over towards her a little bit, and pull out from sort of deep in my cloak, my instruction manual. And I'll just be like, I met some other friends in the desert recently. Haven't had a drink in don't know how many years, but I don't think this is knowledge that you get from crazies. Mhm, and I'll just, I know it might not mean a lot to you, but, and I just show the book. This book's probably been around longer than most of your kind and any of mine. Have it on good authority that there's a lot more reptiles in this world than any of us thought.
well, I'll be a bearded gnome. And
Oh.
she'll look at the book. Seems a little bit like still a little skeptical, but I mean, if anyone has said, "Oh, I just saw a dragon walking down Main Street," be like,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, but between all of you and then Jarrett like saying, "No, I believe him,"
Yep.
the doubt becomes, I mean, the suspicion becomes doubt. Like,
Yep.
how are we gonna beat a
Doubt
dragon?
is all you want to come.
No, how are they gonna beat a
I
dragon?
would think, yeah. But yes, you can. Skepticism is always warranted. But just if you do happen to see a metallic dragon, maybe let it pass, as it seems to have a vengeance vendetta against that black one. Mhm. Apparently, the black one stole some of its kids.
So not only are the dragons flying around again, but they're stealing each other's children. I don't understand.
Apparently, the dragon eggs are used in the process of making those dragon creatures, people creature things.
The dragon, the draconians.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. So then why won't the dragons
The-
just rise up and
So-
fight?
So there's the color of the draconian matches the egg that was used.
Notice how all the draconians have been metallic, because the colored have been stealing the metallic eggs.
Does everybody know this? No, just them. That's why they're in.
Yeah. So far, the 7 of us.
Maybe we shouldn't spread it. It might strike fear.
Probably best. That is why no one else knows.
All right. If this dragon shows up, we will make sure to quickly raise up the alarms. Start setting up a signal. How long do you think we have before we can attack? Mind you, it's like just turned nighttime, so.
Yeah. Well, just, most of their troops on the outside here are human. Most of our troops are human. We don't necessarily have any advantage from striking in the night, as most of us can't see. That said, probably best to be moving well before dawn. That way, before all of their patrols get into the sky and they're ready for the day, that we have the surprise. Is that doable?
An early morning attack. I like it. I'll go let the good boys know. Cudgel like starts heading out and starts spreading word. Derek looks down at a small little map that he has laid out on a rock, and he's like, "We're gonna have to hit them hard and fast, and then
Yes.
strategically retreat. We won't be here to cover your escape."
I wouldn't expect you to be. In fact, I'd be mad if you stayed and died to the death like an idiot.
We'll give you as much time as we can, Liam, but you need to deal with the leadership.
We'll get in, we'll get out. Might take a couple of those Drakenels, as so far our intelligence points to the fact that the way in might be on the other side of their Drakenel stables. So if we can just fly up there, land them, we wouldn't be out of place, and we could just make a dash for it.
Yes, we can make sure you. What do you need? 5?
I'll just look over between us. Do we think, based on our experience with the saddles and stuff, do we think that me and Alfie could fit on one saddle?
Absolutely. In fact, you think it'd be hard for Alfie because her feet aren't going to reach one of the saddles.
That's what I thought. I was just like, no, we'll just take 3.
Just sitting there kicking her legs.
Yeah, we'll just take 3, and then probably some of those officers' garbs as well. Give us a moment of questioning.
Take whatever you need.
Alrighty. Well, we'll start preparing, and I take it that you have lots to attend to as well.
I do.
Definitely have to be beginning the assault before their sentinels have daylight to spot our approach.
We'll make it happen. At this point, he will start calling over soldiers and start issuing commands to prepare the army for the dawn attack.
Alrighty. Torn towards everyone else. Well,
Food?
a meal, a resupply, and maybe a brief
So
rest.
far, my favorite quirk of a character.
He's always hungry.
Dinner time?
Is it time to
I
eat?
feel like I'm like fairly skinny and stuff, but I'm like that friend that is super high
That one
metabolism
asshole.
that's always fucking hungry and eats constantly but doesn't gain any weight.
That's my brother.
That's Boris.
Oh gosh, he's that guy.
Yep.
All right.
That's really why everyone hates him.
Everybody will run off. Guy will excuse himself. He's going to go pray. What are you guys doing? Resupplying and food. So not a problem. You can get food. Resupply again. The mundane stuff if you want. What are you looking to resupply? Arrows?
My belly.
What food is that you can get?
My belly.
Get in my belly.
Yeah, I think mostly going to be looking at some of these what do you call them? The Drakenels, and making sure that there's some saddled up and ready to go and that the rest are being utilized by the army. Just make sure there's some set aside for us.
Who's wearing a uniform?
How many did we
I
get?
imagine. Well, we have 3 officer uniforms, and then we have do we have like a number of just other non-uniforms, or is it just 3 officer uniforms and then like the tabards and
the
stuff that we got today?
The officers and the tabard stuff you got today.
Okay. I'd say that
and it's mostly because those are the ones that are usable because combat, armor, holes, blood.
Well, 2 of them makes at least them the easiest to wear would be me, Liam, and potentially Remy, depending on how big the chest piece is, because everyone else has armor on.
And we don't need it to hold up to close inspection. If someone's getting close to us, we're probably in the shit. We just need people to let us pass by quickly.
Hmm.
Right, but you do need to put it on, and if something does pop off, I need to know
Yeah.
who's wearing it.
Yep. Um,
Who has
So-
it?
it's just I don't know if we have an item for it or anything. I just wrote down on a note sheet.
All right, let me
that
see.
we have 3 Dragon Army officer uniforms.
Let me see what it is. It's splint mail and a shield. So you would have to put splint. I mean, you can leave the shields like hanging on the dragonelles or something,
Dragonelles.
but yeah, you would need to put on splint mail. So you would need to swap your armor for splint if you're gonna wear it.
For someone like Alfie, we saw goblins, but they were just wearing like scrap armor, right?
Well, they were wearing versions of it, but it looks like they were stripped down or cut down to fit the goblins.
Okay.
So like the
So-
splint mail has like a long
Yeah,
long
yeah.
coat. That coat
Mhm.
cut because the goblin would be tripping over it if not. So
Yep.
or the leggings were non-existent, but maybe like the shin guards were in place and they went all the way up to like their calf or their thigh.
Mhm.
So things like that. I mean, it's just
Yep.
it's hard because it doesn't look like they made the outfits in goblin size.
yeah,
They
yeah.
just cut them down
So-
and made them work.
Yeah, if we butchered one of these, we could probably just like hang it off Alfie. Yeah.
Yeah, you could probably
Oh.
you could do the same butchering. Are we gonna paint her
I'm-
green?
Yeah.
I mean, if she wants it, otherwise she can just be cowed. Oh.
she's gonna be like, I'll be cowed and then pull it back.
Yeah, and then I'll be great.
And then I'll be green and the great reveal.
So we have that, and then for the rest of yous, I'll just sort of look at Remy and Guy and just wouldn't necessarily expect you to wear the armor, but we at least need to cover you up a little bit because you'll stand out like a sore thumb.
That's fine. I understand.
All right.
So
I have no problem with it. Like I said, you just need to switch your character sheets and put that you have splint on your character sheet. Hold on, let me make
Did
sure
you
that
put in?
wait, I'm gonna make sure that I don't have an item that is like dragon armor.
okay, I mean, because splint is like a bunch of composited layers of stuff. Would it be feasible for us to like some of the straps in areas and almost just kind of like make it like a thing that you can throw over and off? That's if someone looked closely, they'd be like, "Wait, your armor isn't strapped up and stuff." But from a distance, it's like, "Yeah, they're wearing armor."
From a distance.
So is that so like you could keep your armor on?
Yes, because I feel like some of us aren't going to want to exchange it, and I can't even use splint.
That's right. Basically, no. Everybody's gonna have like some difficulties wearing armor they're not comfortable with. I get it. You can attempt it, but I will say that if like in your attempts, if you mess up, the armor becomes unusable.
Boy.
That's fair enough.
Well, you
Well,
cut so
we
many
have to,
straps, they're gonna fall apart.
Yeah. No, that's fair enough. Well, we have to cut one up for Alfie anyway, so we'll start with the straps from that and then work from there. Because I see Boris is probably just going to do his best Black Robe impersonation with a few dragons.
I was going to say I could do that. That is an option.
But and then we just throw some of these extra insignias on you, and you know, if a Black Robe runs into us, we're probably shit out of luck anyway. And if anyone else runs into us, they probably won't give you too many looks.
So I will say that Guy's armor, because Guy is wearing ceramic plate, it's not gonna work with. It's just too bulky to wear the plate armor and then splint over the top of it. So he'd have to change. For Remy, who's wearing just the plate mail, she might be able to like put the coat, because the coat, would go on over the top of it. It's still kind of bulky and awkward. She would have disadvantage on like everything, except maybe casting spells.
Just kind of expected. I've been trying to keep to the spells and behave myself like Guy has requested.
Okay. I'm just saying, and then for Alfie, you're gonna cut this thing and butcher it. But remember, Alfie's wearing dragon plate mail. Not dragon plate. She's wearing dragon scale. So that's another bulky type of armor. So you would really have to butcher this one down. But you might be able to make it work. So it's all dependent.
What do you all think?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with trying to look like a black wizard because I don't want armor. I can't wear armor.
Guy is
I'm
just
okay with
gonna.
the armor.
Guy will say he'll just switch. He'd rather not.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, he won't be able to bring it with him either.
Yeah, that's the problem with Guy is that like my armor isn't hard to get on and off, so I can just toss that shit when we're done. But Guy's armor is a process.
Can I just wear a cloak and keep it tight about me?
I think that's going to be the plan for Guy.
Okay.
Given the
put some
fact that
extra sigils on
the
you.
majority of us look the part, they may not look too deeply into the fact that.
Yeah. So Guy will take like some of the flashy parts of the armor, like the red talbards, and like attach it to his armor, and then put a cloak on to hide the rest of it.
Yep. Make sure he has some of those nice little friendly firearm bands.
Yeah. He'll do like the bare minimum, but he's not giving up his armor. I just realized he's wearing knight's armor, and he's not giving it up.
Yeah.
Is there any poor soldier outside that has like a black cloak that they're like, it's so nice? And they'd be like,
I'm gonna need this, thanks, but it's cold.
I need to find a cloak that best resembles a black cloak for the.
Yeah, you could. They're mostly gonna be gray. Nobody's gonna dye it black.
That would be crazy. Only a crazy person would do that. But with that, okay. So then we'll work on piecing together Alfie's and
I just had a vision. It's like, I got a chaos cloak. Where did you have that? No. All right. Okay, so basically you guys are gonna do the best you can to like hack up your armor and try to hide it. For Alfie, you're just trying to get it to look like she's a goblin. So kind of, it doesn't have to be that great.
There's a low bar.
Yeah, there's a low bar. It's just like, can we cut enough off of it that she still functions? Or is able to like move around, but not lose her armor, and then just pull a string and throw this off. So who's making this roll? It is going to be an intelligence roll.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna have probably someone's help from this, or I'm helping someone with this.
I would make the roll, I guess, if it's intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can help him because my intelligence.
He's more dexterous. I'm intelligence.
Yeah.
Right. You're like, oh, if you pull that piece, the armor will come off, and he's like, all right, this one, and he's making the moves. So yes, you guys. Now, do you want to make a case for anything else, like another type of roll? I will let you make a case for it if it's good.
Like I have skill with something. Nope, not leather.
That's
I was like, I have like a crafting skill. Which one is it? Nope, not that one.
Crazy person. V's throwing puns in the chat. Jesus.
I don't have any skill proficiencies that would apply either.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone else does.
I'll check Guy, but I don't think he does either. Do you?
He's got fucking sewing. Would be hilarious.
Right? I spent 20 years. He comes back out like technical genius.
I was retired.
I know how to crochet.
He picked up knitting while he was retired.
No, that's from a movie. You know what movie?
No.
Demolition Man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, I have not seen that movie in so long.
Neither have
And I
I.
just remember, yeah.
Who was it? Wesley Snipes?
I just
Sylvester
remember
That was the bad
Stallone.
guy?
and,
Yeah, Wesley
and of
Snipes was
course,
the bad guy.
he doesn't know how to use the shells.
Mhm.
What is this about the shells? No, but he comes out. He comes out. He does tactical weapons, small explosives. I come out. I learned how to crochet.
Mhm.
All right, no, he doesn't have anything that would give him that either. I'm sorry. He's very militaristic.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
All right.
Well,
So-
maybe he was an armorer, so I never know.
Right, I was looking to see, but he didn't have it. All right. All right, Boris, roll an intelligence check. Okay.
Can I help him with the process?
You are helping with the process.
So is that advantage, or are you just doing math on your?
No, it's advantage.
Okay. Am I rolling this hidden?
You can roll it openly. All right, I'm going to tell you right now. It is a
Well,
fairly. No, don't roll it yet. So,
I'm not rolling it yet.
So, basically, your father was a soldier. You have
Mhm.
some kind of knowledge between the two. You can figure out certain stuff. So, I'm going to say that if you roll anything below a 15, you have hosed the armor.
Fuck, I don't like that. All right.
You have pluses?
Yeah, I know. It still makes me nervous. I nailed it.
Oh.
Nailed it. Okay. Yeah, so
Nice.
Alfie's armor fits her fine. It is over her dragon scale armor. Okay, so Alfie, you're just overly encumbered right now. And you will have disadvantage on like anything that records. So you're kind of like the kid from
Wearing the overgrown
Christmas Story.
snow jacket.
Christmas Story.
Story.
Yeah, that he's wearing the jacket and can't put your arms down really. Now, but
Yeah, but
the
my
armor
arms
is the
down.
armor is designed in such a way that you can quickly like pull a string and it'll just fall off of you.
Ooh, okay.
Like it's not designed; they did that. So they basically
I'll
it's like
just pat Liam on the back and go, I think you have a career after adventuring.
yeah. So you have a rip cord on the side of your armor, Alfie. When it's time to get down, you pull that, and your armor's just gonna split and fall off of you like a banana.
Imagine we were in a serious situation. I'd be like, oh, really? Pulls the string.
Let me show you something. No, we can't
As
put it back
everyone
together. Yeah, it's a one-time use. You can't put it back on after that.
Yeah.
But it's done in such a way you just look like a little fat goblin.
Good job, guys. Very proud of us.
Okay. As far as the rest
What
of
this is
you,
all about.
same thing. You can easily just, cut it, lay it on top of you, and then lift it off like a shirt. It is bulky. While you're wearing it, you have disadvantages, just like Alfie does.
But it just makes life easier instead of having to change out your armor for those with armor.
Right. It's like basically you removed half the armor, like on the sides and stuff. You're using cloaks to hide that fact. Like you don't. It's like those shirts that you can only see in the front. Like when you put a jacket over it, you can only see the front of it. You're doing stuff like that.
Yeah, and we're just kind of hoping that the general officer's uniform and our fancy pauldrons will make it so that no one looks too close.
Right, you're
and then
trying to
if they do
avoid inspection. If somebody walks up on you and looks at you long enough, they're gonna be like, "What the hell? Is that a clip-on?"
And as soon as they look, as soon as they look closely, they're getting a dagger in the jaws. So.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so
yeah. So you spent a little bit of time doing that, and then how much time? So it was just into the evening as we got here, and we're leaving before first light. So how much time would we have after we get all that set up?
Well, it's not like you're
Would we still
building the
have most of
armor,
that?
so
No.
I think that would like that's one of those quick montages. You guys stitching up the stuff. I would say it took you maybe an hour or two. So
All right.
9, 10 o'clock at night.
Alrighty then.
Actually,
would
wait.
we- so
Hold
we're-
on. No, it would be earlier because you're kind of in August, right? Wait. there. Oh, 20. Hey, welcome in, Raiders. 20 sides to every story.
Whoa.
We usually welcome in. We're trying to figure out what time of year it is. So it is fall, so it's kind of chilly, so the days are shorter. So it would be more like 8, 9.
Alrighty. Does that leave us enough time for a rest before having to hightail it out of here in the morning? We're
did-
flying in on the Drakenels, so we don't need to
Right,
you know,
they're
spend as
moving.
much time.
Right, they're moving out as early as possible. Okay, so they need to get there and they need to make the time. You're flying straight over them, so yeah. You don't have. You can sleep a little bit longer.
Okay.
Yippee!
Wouldn't be bad to make sure we're all topped off before we go into our demise.
I just
Mm.
partially
I will
feel like
throw a
that
fireball
we,
out.
like some of the
Yes, you did miss. You just missed
the
it.
army that's here is not sleeping so great for whatever reason, but we constantly being in dangerous areas, we're just like passed out, and they're just
Mhm.
like, how can they sleep?
Wait, I have.
Yeah, it's like the whole.
Hold on. I have to ask. What game was that? 20 sides. What game was that just came up? Because it looked like the old SSI game, but it was a like quick flash on the screen and it's small, so I didn't see it all fully. Oh, maybe he's already
Fall
went.
asleep.
So,
He might have already went to bed. Damn. Okay.
that's fine. I didn't see it.
I just have to go back and watch the
Lots
VOD
of
later because I
fun.
saw the game and it looked like one of the old SSI D&D games.
I also
Mhm.
remember there is a delay, so
Yeah, there is a little bit of a delay, but you know how it is. You raid after a long stream. You like, hey, how you doing? Okay, I'm going to bed. you probably stop streaming because you're tired. So it's fine. I appreciate it. Thank you for bringing in your raid. If you ever come back and hear this, okay, or your raiders can tell you. All right. All right, back to the game. I'm sorry. I saw it flash up and I was like, oh, what is that? I need to know. And that was my
Piece
fault.
of candy.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Squirrel.
Shiny.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, they're all like breaking down camp, getting ready to roll out, start moving, and we're just in the middle, just
5 more
like
minutes.
this is peaceful.
5 more minutes, Mom. Right? The camp is empty. There's just like wisp of smoke from the fires, and you're just like, where'd everybody? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh shit, we gotta go.
It's sitting there with our Drakenels, like, all right, we have places to be. Oh. All righty. Yeah, then I think that's, unless anyone else has any other supply we need to do, that's our plan for the evening.
All right, I'm fine with that. Does anybody need any supplies they want to add back to the character sheet? Go ahead. It's
I don't think so.
you have pretty
I guess I'll
much.
just make sure that I have a rope as I used mine.
Yeah, well, I mean, you literally immediately took 4 ropes from them. So.
Oh, right, that's right. We stole the rest of theirs. Never mind, I'm good.
Yeah. So, all right, that's fine. That's the plan. So, let me understand this. Like, what's the signal? Because I'm sure you would work this out. What's the signal for the attack? Because even though they're marching, you might get there before them. So, like, what exactly is your plan?
We have a talkie box, right?
You do have a talkie box, yes.
All right.
The overcomplicated
yeah,
sending stone, yes.
Yes. The overcomplicated sending stone. So if we get there before them and they have not begun their attack, we will give them the talkie box. Go ahead.
Okay.
That said, if some shit goes sideways and they get spotted, I'm not going to tell them to wait for a command, because once they're spotted, they're shit. They're shit out of luck and need to attack. So in that case, they would tell us that they've been spotted, and we're just going to double up our go faster as the distraction has begun.
Got
That's-
it. Okay.
seems reasonable.
All right, so it's pretty much like situational. What happens? We'll get everybody in there, and that's fine. Okay. All right. So, 3 Dragonels have been left with you. You guys have not ridden these before.
So I've spent some time with them, but
Yeah, I've
we
spent
haven't
some time with
used them
them.
extensively.
No, you haven't ridden them. they flew over you as you were walking.
That said, we don't need to go far, and we don't need to do anything crazy.
Okay, Ranger, do that thing.
Which thing?
Animal handling.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
You want to roll for each one, or do you want to roll for just yours?
does that mean like, okay, I got this one to control and the rest follow suit? Is that the idea?
Yeah, you basically. Well, you gotta like you're gonna try and help everybody get on and not get
Okay,
eaten or stabbed. Actually, you have rode one of these. Because
Yeah, I was like, I
they did
remembered-
try to stab you. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, when we first got them, we were kind of like, we talked about like getting on them and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, this would be easier if we had saddles.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we just didn't like extensively fly them. But now we have
No,
saddles.
I'm sorry. It wasn't in this game. No, you guys have not ridden these. It was Boris
Okay.
in Tyranny. Not Boris, but Rhino in Tyranny. His character got stabbed by one. But because I'm looking at him right now, I'm thinking he got stabbed in this one too.
I mean, to be
Yeah,
fair, we did have a conversation about the spines on the Draconid causing some stabbing issues here.
Yeah.
But that said, I mean, if anybody wants to roll for their own Draconid, they are free to, because I have animal handling, but I'm not going to say that it's necessarily the best. Oh.
Does
Anyone
anybody
who takes
have
that
animal handling?
ability is free
I have a
to.
+1, but I'm sure he is better.
I have a
That's
2.
the wrong mouse.
Well, he's using inspiration too.
I will be using my inspiration. So.
Go for it.
I
I
trust
have-
you.
I will happily roll for everybody.
Well,
If anyone wants to.
do you
I
guys?
have a +4 to my animal
Yeah, so
handling.
take it away.
How? Why? Why do you
I
have
don't-
that?
Because
It's a wisdom
It's
stat.
a wisdom stat,
Mm-hmm.
and if she's proficient,
She's not proficient.
then it's because of her wisdom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a
Yep.
sheer wisdom, but she's not proficient.
No one's proficient in animal handling. These are barely even animals.
You guys, well, that's true. Listen, we're
Oh.
trying to say.
Aw, cheerful. Thank you.
I thought it was for me. Damn it.
Haha. You're full up. You have 4.
Yeah,
I do have 4. I know I am full up. It sucks. I need to use them.
This
I-
guy. This guy. Oh.
Don't worry,
So-
I'm racking them up. I know when I'm using them too.
Mhm.
I don't like
Let's
that.
see. Sorry, guys. So do you want me to roll, or I'm helping you?
Oh, or I can help you. Whichever way we'd like to do this, we just got to get a few of these dragons moving. So maybe I help you. I
Okay.
think I remember. I think it was like you and Alfie
Mm-hmm.
and me were like getting along fine with them, and it was Boris and
Yes,
didn't
it
even try,
was.
and Boris was struggling.
V,
No.
I'm insulted. My feelings are hurt.
Are you really?
A little bit. Maybe a little. Not a
You should
lot.
have been expecting that one.
Some.
Vancouver.
Hey, Vancouver. Welcome in.
All right, DM. So how are we doing? Are we just rolling
All right.
once
So,
with advantage, or each of us rolling?
Yeah, how we
so
doing
you
this?
and Remy are trying to like get them like saddled up, calm, and to let you ride them. Now, remember, these were good ones, Dragonels, but they've never been ridden, so it's more a matter of like kind of breaking like the horse. So I will let Remy roll with advantage since she has the higher
Right.
plus.
Okay. Is that using one of my inspiration, or you're just letting me use?
No, because
advantage?
you already have advantage. So do not use the inspiration because you can't have double
Okay.
advantage.
Yeah, I'm
All
there
right.
helping you, so I've been one of the ones helping.
That
helping
yeah, that's
with
what-
them over the last few days.
excuse me. All of a sudden, it gotten really stuffy. Yeah, that's what I was trying to clarify. Okay, in the tower.
Yes, please.
Whee!
Yeah. So she gets eaten by a dragonelle.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
It was nice knowing them bow the head.
No, I'm just kidding. So she manages to calm them down. She gives them a little bit of like raw meat. And she's like, yep, it's good. Soothing words, soothing words.
Is that what happened to the meat that was supposed to be in our dinner last night?
Yes.
He's just like, God damn it.
I
And
think this
then-
came from the packet.
But they will take to the saddles. They'll let you guys get on them. Again, these are decently smart beasts that are generally good.
Smarter than the 4 gentlemen we ran into earlier?
It's close. Why don't you like them?
I don't dislike them. They're just God, they're dumb.
They were great. Lovely individuals. Have nothing against them. I
They
hope
were
them all the
very
best in the
special.
world.
Oh, special's a good way to put it.
They were
No, we're
very
fine,
special.
we're fine, we're fine. Okay. All
Not
good, all
nice.
good. Only 33% chance of her trying to eat me.
Thank you, Lady M.
We'll get there when we get there.
I'm trying to catch up with them all. I was like, oh crap, hold on.
Oh shit! No, the dragonelles are actually smarter than them.
Oh, and I'm the one
That's
who's
Damn, that's
amazing.
bad.
I had to check. I'm like, oh yeah, they are smart. And so yeah, so
That's fucking amazing.
okay, so it's not really that difficult process. But they are ready to like take you, lift off, and fly you away. And it just so happens you took 3 of them, and there's 3 of you. Well, 5 of you, but there's 3 dragonelles, which kind of matches their flight, so you won't look too crazy flying over the group.
I feel like that's why Liam said 3.
Yeah, he's like, we're doubling up, people.
Yep. Not all of us are that big. In fact, some of us are quite small. It's not going to be a
Just
problem.
that. Wait a second.
Yep. He just did the math.
You're riding with the crazy person.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say it.
Wait, she's sitting on the saddle. She's like looking back to you like, come on, Boris, let's go.
I have to sit behind her because she's better with the fucking.
Yeah, and she's also the one with the armor, so you can. Yeah.
Wait, doesn't
that
Boris
was
have armor on
beautiful.
too?
No, he's
He has a
going for
cloak.
black robe.
Oh, he
Oh.
went with the black robe. Okay, good.
Mhm.
Because I
It's
can't wear
okay.
armor. It's not a wizardly thing to do.
So I will tell you, like, there was no black cloth in the camp. I will give you a way
No.
that you could have blackened it, but if anybody rubs
Yeah, I was-
against you, what were you gonna do?
Yeah, I think.
Oh, I was just saying I wanted to do something that would, I'm
Right.
assuming the only way I would be able to do it is if there was a fire or charcoal or something. I'd have
Right.
to
Yeah, you,
charcoal whatever I'm wearing.
right. Which means that if anybody touches you or rubs up against you, it might come off on them.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
Oh,
okay.
But we can do that, and we also gave him some of the armbands of evil.
Armbands of evil. That's
I'm imagining something much better than that, like a tabard that goes over the armor and stuff like that. However, the way you described it as like friendly fire armbands now just permanently ingrained in my mind.
Well, now that you keep saying armbands of evil, I have a different armband in my brain.
No, we have gone back wrong. Reset. Let's go. Load the save. Come on. Good gracious.
And we have to burn this world and start over. Next.
All right. So you
So
guys.
I'm gonna attempt to like grab in the back of her shoulders, so I'm not like pressed against her due to the not because not
Using
the
her
whole.
armor as a
I don't want to
handhold.
get closer, but I don't want to do and then black all over her.
All right. Okay, that's fine. Only problem is like as you guys are flying through the air, the wind's whipping around, so it's just like hitting you in the face.
Keep your mouth
Remy's
closed.
just flying along, humming to herself.
It's like so much fun. Guy takes control of his, and he's gonna fly. And then Liam, you have Alfie with you, who is still unusually quiet. I thought we got rid of Mime
I
Alfie.
don't have my much to say. No, I just don't. We're just getting ready for battle. I don't.
That's when Alfie like really shines. He's like, let me punch you in the
Alfie's
face.
getting- Well, we're not in combat yet.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So
funny in combat, guys.
After this battle, I
Calm
can't
before
wait
the
to
storm.
see what nutshot comes for Liam after this battle.
all right.
Every battle has been ended with a Liam nutshot for whatever reason. So
Yeah,
this one's
why?
gonna be a doozy.
It's because I'm high on adrenaline, and then he like will sneak up on me because he's still in combat mode, and it scares the shit out of me, and then I punch him in the nuts. I don't know what do you want from me.
No, that's fair. You can
It's
punch
fair.
They ain't my nuts. I don't
My
care.
fault.
His nuts a fair game. Go ahead. All right. So you guys take off flying over the Dragonel army. I mean, not wrong phrase. Flying over the army with the Dragonels. The army is moving, like they are marching and moving forward, but you can see they have spread out the columns a little bit in case of fireballs, dragons. Yeah. So they're taking
not dragons.
Yeah, they're taking precautions, but it's still like early in the morning. It's dark out. Like you guys left, they left it dark, and you guys started flying. It's still like not bright out yet. Sun hasn't risen yet. So you're trying to coordinate that you get there. You are going to get to the camp first.
But
Okay, good.
Yep.
Who would have guessed?
Liam, first thing you notice is all the Dragonels that were flying around earlier are non-existent at night.
Yep. Are we, as we're like sort of going over and we begin approaching, are we is the army close enough to where we can tell them to attack? It's like I would like to, as soon as we see that we're going to pass over them, I would like to not get so close that we have to stall for 20 minutes and wait for them to approach, or stall for an hour.
No.
So are we able to sort of time that?
So what you see is you're kind of like swooping around and coming in, and you know that you're landing at Wind's End, right? So from up here, looking down at Wind's End, you can see that Wind's End is a long building, like a long building with huge doors cut out into it and like porches. But it's a huge stable for the Dragonels. Right in front of it, maybe like 20 feet away from the door of the stables, is a runway. Like there's a smoothed out section of flat rock, and there's actually like guidelines in it for the Dragonels to like land and take off, almost like an aircraft carrier. Okay, so you see that. So while you're surveying the scene, the camp is quiet. There's smoke rising out of like some long gone out fires, just the embers, the smoke trailing up. Camp is absolutely still. Nobody's up. There's no, like, you don't even see sentries.
I mean, they're not in battle, and we weren't spotted, so I guess that kind of makes sense. Or
Right.
at least now it appears we weren't spotted.
So from your guys' mind, you have taken them, well, they're going to be taken completely by surprise, because as you're circling around, you look and see the cavalry basically just ride right into camp and begin to cut a swath towards the canyon. Like, they hit, and they hit hard. Running behind them, the infantry, charging forward as best they can.
Wow.
It immediately shouting, screaming, clashing of weapons as the dragon army awakens and starts calling out for reinforcements or to arms, and you will see like soldiers basically running up to the stables that you're approaching, run inside, and come flying out on Dragonels, just diving down into the army. As they dive into the army, they are quickly met by your own Dragonels. Now, you don't have as many as they do, but they are quickly engaging them. Your Dragonels do not have riders, so they have somewhat of an advantage because there's not somebody on there to knock down. Okay, and it looks like
and, they're not being told what to do. They're just fighting.
Yeah, they're just fighting. And it looks like the Dragonels are
Survival of the
not really attacking the other Dragonels. They're attacking the riders. So they're taking
Yeah.
out riders.
They're having playtime. They're having a
Yeah.
long awaited playtime.
Yeah, they're
Let our
they're
friends
definitely.
go.
Now remember, there's only like you took 3, so there's only like 12 left into the combat. But the initial onslaught is effective. They've like literally down like 10 of these.
Which we can
things.
release once we land. We can release our 3 into the.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say, as soon as that chaos hits and they like we see those Draconels like join the fray, and that initial like, oh shit, something's happening, we're just gonna blend in with the chaos and like take our Draconels down.
Okay.
I'd say.
All right. Hold on. I'm gonna.
Whee!
Guys, we're doing it. We're winning the wars.
All right. So you guys fly in, take your Dragonels, and you see like soldiers and officers running up, throwing on saddles, strapping them in real quick, getting on, and flying away. No squadrons, just individuals joining the fray as fast as they can. And as you land, one of them will like look over to you and says, "Get up in the air. They need support," and he'll take off. Doesn't even like stay and watch you. He just takes off, thinking, "I gave my order. They're gonna follow."
When we hop off ours, I'm just gonna be like, "Get him, boy."
Yeah, exactly. just give him like a nice pat on the side, in Draconian, and I just like tickle. I'll just look over
Have
to all of
fun.
them.
All right. So you
Have
all
fun.
you all hit the ground, dismount, start running, and you go get them. You watch as your 3 Dragonels take off and still as a group and chase down the one that just gave an order, ripping him from the saddle and then from his limbs.
Oh my
Good
goodness!
puppies! Good puppies! Yay! There's that good
What are
puppies.
puppies? No, it's not the map I want.
Eat them! Eat them to the
How
bone!
close are we to the stables?
Pretty close. I'm gonna actually put you on a map.
Yay, map!
I'm gonna put you on this side.
Ugh, why am I so stuffy?
Oh Jesus! Don't need that one. Hold on.
Buttons.
There's a couple of people on here that are not supposed to be on here.
Huh?
Oh, the one that helped you get the Dragonels. Okay. He was still on the map with you guys. Okay.
Oh, the NPCs.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to say that is where you guys landed in the landing strip. The stables are ahead of you. There's crates laying all about.
You gotta share the map with us.
I just did.
There it goes. It just loaded.
It took it a second.
Yeah, well, I was clicking on the button as you said. You got to share the map.
It wouldn't be the first time that you went full on describing, and it's like, oh wait, I didn't share it.
No. It wouldn't be the first time, but I was clicking on the button as I was describing like what's like going on around you. Okay, so as always, chaos has erupted everywhere. Okay, this over here, I will ping some sections on the map so you guys have a clear understanding. This is the stables area. This is the cliff behind the stables. Remember, this is like built into the side of the cliff. Above the cliff is the rest of the wall. The rock wall. This is the landing strip. These are the basically paths leading into the stables, and these are the doors leading into the stables. There's one there, there's one there, there's one there. Okay, and then there's one there and one there. Oh, there's another one there. There's a whole bunch of doors. Okay, so it's just like like when you take your car to like Pep Boys, there's just a row of garages. Kind of looks like that.
Take the fucking drink.
Fair enough. Oh.
I'm taking the drink.
Roll out. Oh. Alrighty. So with that, then
Oh, so I was gonna also say. So the other thing that I will point out, this is the fray. You haven't been on a map that had it. This orange area.
Oh, it's been a
Right.
long time.
It's been a
since
while.
we-
Yes. So I'm going to explain it for you and remind you. That is the fray. That is the chaos of the combat that's happening around you. Something could come out of there. Something can come out of the sky because a lot of this combat is happening in the air too. Heading in that direction would probably be like inviting yourself into that combat and bringing it upon yourself. So your objective is that building, as far as you know.
Okay. Got it. Yeah, and as we were coming in, there wasn't like an obvious, oh, look at that giant chasm right here for us to sneak through.
No, there was not a giant chasm.
Okay, okay.
So you said the
so
building was
some-
over here?
No, that's the
It's-
cliff. The
Okay.
building is here. I'll trace the line. This is the wall of the
It's
building.
this circle.
Okay.
Yeah. Or this
Let me zoom in a little
large
bit.
rectangular
Ah,
object
there we
with
go.
crates next to
Yeah,
it.
that's the building. You saw it from above, so yeah. Okay.
I think so.
Um,
All right, V. You have a good night. We're gonna be finishing soon, I think. Actually, it's
Yep.
12:30.
I was
don't.
like, is this a good stopping point before
I was
we get
thinking.
into it?
I was thinking. Yeah, we might
Mhm.
want to stop before the actual combat because it's a series of events. I think after this. Yeah, it might be
Oh, that's
best.
lovely.
We'll start with the combat next week. Not next week, but in
Alright.
2 weeks. So this might be a
Since
good
it looks
stopping
like we
point.
might have to go through the building, that changes my initial plan.
Yeah.
Are we gonna let the? Are we opening the stables?
Yeah, we just
I
go in
wanted-
and
I
just
was
be like,
gonna
kill
do-
them, kill them all.
I was gonna do something to the stables.
Oh no.
Oh,
Why did
Lord.
I fireball?
I'm not.
Oh.
I don't need fireball. Most stables have hay everywhere. It's
Hey.
quite flammable.
Starganda, hi. We're just getting ready to finish, but thank you for coming in. Welcome in, Raiders. We were just doing some Dragonlance. Party was getting ready to get into some combat, and we figured it might be better to stop, or else we're gonna end up going over
The last
time.
time we got into a combat
We
later in the game, it went for 5 hours.
It did. Yeah. You know what? Sometimes that's your fault, okay? I have literally
did
said,
so much. We
hey
did- we
guys,
threw-
this is a good time to stop. And you're like, we're not stopping until we finish this. I'm like, okay. So it's not always
we
my
did
fault.
everything we could to survive in that battle, and it just made the rounds last forever.
Yes, I know. So
It was
yes.
getting
Talking about
on Alfie's
Saturday or
nerves
here?
or Biff's nerve. Yeah, Saturday.
Yeah, it was no the Saturday game. We played for like 8.5 hours on that game.
I know, but the combat took like 5 hours.
It did. But anyway, thank you for coming in. Thank you for bringing
With
people
like
over.
4
Hopefully,
rounds,
we'll
if
find a
that.
nice place to all go.
I think it
I
ended
am
up being
Havoc.
10 rounds.
I play D&D with these
By
guys
the end.
who are all about to say where you can find them. Well, not all of them, but 2 of them were going to say it. So that being said, Alfie, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you?
Hello, I'm Alfie in this game, otherwise known as Elaine or Main Cow on all my socials. You could literally find me, I think, on like any social media platform, TikTok, Instagram. But I'm mainly here on Twitch and I stream daily. So if you want to hang out, there's a high chance you'll see me live streaming on Twitch Monday through Fridays.
Yay. And then
That
Remy.
was pure shenanigans.
Hi. I'm Lady Magdala, mainly known as, or affectionately known as Lady M here on Twitch. I'm a variety streamer that's going to get a regular schedule in the next couple of weeks. Thank God, new job. But usually you can find me here Tuesdays and Thursdays and some random days playing D&D with most of these folks. And then the rest of the time is just whenever I can.
Yay. Okay. Before you guys go roll initiatives.
Oi!
Oh, so I don't have to
Or
remember
why,
to.
you know.
So I don't have to remember to roll them later.
Okay,
Oh,
fair
fine.
enough, fair
You're
enough.
you are in the
Watch
middle
everyone,
of
like, close the
combat.
table. Imagine like everyone closed the table already when he asked that. That
Oh
was
no, you
crazy.
have to come back. All right. I got a
Finish.
guy who's missing. Liam. Oh, Blue
Killing
doesn't
it.
need. Blue doesn't need to be here. Why is Blue here? I need to take this off.
I always roll so shit on initiative, but I have a high bar.
You do.
Don't
Okay.
worry. I rolled shittier, and I have a slightly worse bonus than you.
You're fine. Okay. So let's see. Behold roleplay. Nope. Spooky time
Because I was
pizza.
definitely definitely planning on setting
Oh, Blackwater
this
D&D.
building on fire.
Trial
Right.
agency of the right. Okay.
We should roll initiative for a guy before we forget next time, and he never plays.
I did roll guy.
He did. It just went.
Where?
He did it, so we didn't
Yeah,
see it.
it
It
went
says
into.
it on the It says it in the combat tracker. He got an 8.
Yeah, he's
He did
I rolled
better
this.
than me.
So I think we're
forget
gonna
that here
raid.
We can actually see that.
You can't. I think we're gonna raid
In
Blackwater
some of them,
D&D.
not all of them. In the
God
Saturday
damn you
game edition
too.
challenge.
They don't. Well, they're playing D&D. I think they're playing D&D. I'm not sure. It says Triangle Agency. It might not be D&D. I think it might be more like a
Pull up their stream on a different monitor or separately and see. Take a look at them.
Or do you want to watch somebody doing art?
Mhm.
Final lucky illustration to complete the D&D party. Now I don't
They're
know.
drawing art for a D&D party?
Yeah, it's D&D art.
Ooh.
Let's see. Hold on.
Ugh.
Creep is doing figures.
Creep.
By
Well, no, I'm
daylight.
not saying going to creep, but
There's a lot of people playing Marvel Rivals.
A thing right now. I don't know what to tell you.
I know it is, but yeah, no. I think Blackwater is the one. We're going there.
Did you say Blackwater?
Blackwater D&D. Yes, that's the name of
Blackwater, like the private military group Blackwater?
it. I guess. Did I? No, I wouldn't. Why would I ask that question, Cheerful? I'm all for the art. Why are you trying to get me in trouble? Okay, that's it.
He doesn't want
Anyway,
to watch art because he gets mad.
I do. I get mad. I get so mad.
He gets jelly.
I think I broke one of my tablets, to be honest. Anyway, we're gonna go read them. Oh wait. I don't know if they're still going. It looks like, is it an ad? They've only been going for an hour and a half. It looks like they just went into an ad. Not an ad.
be right back.
Yeah, they'll be right back. But it doesn't say be right back. Please enjoy the agency's mandated music break. So they're coming back. All right. We will be back
Quit
here.
them while their pants are down.
I know, right?
Mhm.
We will be back. When are we playing again? Tuesday. We'll be back Tuesday, maybe. It depends. One of our players is having issues, and we'll see if they'll be able to play. And then we'll be playing next Wednesday with Thorn. I will be a player. It's going to be so much fun because I am going to break
boy.
So I
Thorn.
don't like that because I'm gonna end up being punished for people trying to get back at Havoc.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh,
He's
run
like, if
away.
I'm going down, you're all going down with me.
Just leave them for dead.
I'll run. I don't care. I'm a quick little bastard. I'll get out of there.
No, stop it. So
I love that. I'm a quick little bastard.
I can outrun you.
No, you can't.
Absolutely.
I don't believe you.
He's a
It's a way to test
tabaxi.
that.
What about procuring the objects that you have suggested earlier
What about procuring what objects?
for your tabaxi?
What are you talking about? Oh, I was, but I don't know if Thorn's watching. So I wanted to get props. I was gonna get a pair of like the fuzzy ears and a fan because he's a monk. So
Hell yeah. I like it.
I
wanna
yes,
see
I
Havoc
like it.
have
because
I
I
like the
have
idea.
decided that the
Mhm.
character he's only gonna use his flute. He has a flute for a weapon and a fan, like one of the So I was gonna get one.
Okay,
My
wait,
daughter.
Wait.
My daughter and her friend were in Chinatown today, and I asked them to find me one. And my daughter was like, "I don't have any money." I was like, "You know what?
Damn.
You know,
Time for someone to get a job. No, I'm just
sell you the money," but it didn't go over. So I just have to order one. I'm gonna see if I can get it here before next stream.
Are you talking about the metal ones? Though
I'm
I
not
don't
getting
have
metal
my
ones. Those
with me.
things are heavy.
I got the wood one.
No, the one I want is a little bit bigger than that.
Mhm.
Remember,
Okay.
it has to be havoc
He
size.
gets on stream with a immediately large fucking two-handed fan.
I open it up and it just covers the screen.
Yes.
I'm here.
So, but yeah, I was
Where
thinking
am
about
I?
getting the ears, and then I was gonna do the makeup, like put the shadows in the nose. But then I was like, you know what? I would have to do that every week for like however long he's gonna make me play. So
Mhm.
we'll see what happens. Wait. Give me a second. Okay, Buster, why are we giving you a second?
One.
Time's up. No.
Oh.
Are they
Bless you.
okay? All right. Anyway, I'm looking and we'll see.
Oh, it's like so close.
What?
Sorry.
I've never seen
Sneeze.
someone struggle to sneeze.
Oh, you haven't seen Pixels. Sometimes I know he's about to have a sneezing fit, and then I say bless you, and then he doesn't sneeze, and he gets mad at me, because then I know in 5 minutes he's about to sneeze like 20 times.
Oh my
That's
god.
what
I've
just
seen
happened.
people
You
say
said
bless you, and then I
and it
stare at
stopped.
them
I'm like,
and I sneeze at them violently.
Yeah, I sneeze in
Uh.
successions. Like I'll be like, I chew. Like I go up to like 10 times in a row.
I do it.
I have really
2-3
violent
times.
sneezing fits.
They're
I
not
sneeze
violent.
2 to 3 times, but it hurts my collarbone when I sneeze.
Oh, I can
Yeah,
hide. I can
yeah.
hide them. Okay, Buster, your time is up.
No.
If I try to suppress them, I hurt my collarbone.
Yeah.
Are they starting
yeah,
their
no,
stream
like-
or something?
Yeah,
No?
when I sneeze, it's like full diaphragm. Like my full body
Mhm.
recoils. The room I'm in shakes a little bit. Like,
Oh
Mhm,
no.
fucking-
mhm.
No,
Yeah,
I
no,
could.
so
And
it's like,
people go,
imagine
"Why do you
doing
do
that,
that?" I go,
like-
"Because it would be so loud if I just sneezed."
No.
Yeah,
If I'm at
yeah.
home, I'll let it fly. But like if I'm in a room full of
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
I'm not gonna violently sneeze around everyone.
Mhm.
No, I have range. I could sneeze really loud and scare the hell out of everyone. Or I could sneeze quietly and everybody's like, "What the hell was that?" Sneezing.
Nah, you got the dad sneeze.
Mm-hmm.
I do dad sneeze for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Dad sneezes are slow, loud, and scary. All right, who are we rating?
We're raiding
Forgot.
into Blackwater D&D, but they're in ads. So I'm like, they're in their break. So I was kind of gonna give them a few minutes, and then Buster asked for us to give him a second. Lady M, check your Discord. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm giving Buster a minute while their ad's on. Once their ad is over, we're leaving. Plus, we were talking about sneezing, and I was like, all right, cool. So, also,
That's valid.
if you haven't followed,
valid.
if you're not following, it doesn't cost you anything, but go ahead, because I'm trying to hit 300, and I'm 2 away.
Will Pixels do it again?
Oh no,
Yeah,
Havoc,
so
look.
snipe it.
What am I looking?
I
No,
love
you better
that.
not. What am I looking for, Cheerful? Ooh, Havoc, look. What? What am I looking at? Where?
It's gonna be one of those things.
Hey, look at my general.
And you're a general. Okay.
Yeah, look at my general.
Oh.
I'm all over
Pixels.
the place now.
In the Wednesday game, I'm playing the race I'm playing is a
Oh.
quick step.
Yeah, that's what I want. Something like
What the
that.
fuck is that?
It's a fan.
It's pretty much a Fey halfling, and it can super fast.
That is
so
cool.
it can move
Those
50
things.
50 feet or 50 feet of movement.
Yes.
Christ.
I
And if
wanted-
it moves over 10 feet in a turn, it disadvantage on attacks against them.
Wait, who? What? What are you
My
talking about?
race for the Wednesday game.
Oh, your made up
Oh,
race?
sorry.
Yeah, I don't care.
It's a real
Bro,
race.
I
It's
just
in
realized you're playing Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays sometimes.
And
and
Friday.
Saturdays.
And maybe
And
Fridays.
Saturdays. And, oh,
And
Jesus.
potentially
No,
Sunday.
Not
Friday, what-
Fridays.
And potentially
What Friday?
Saturday,
wait,
Sunday.
where did Friday and Sunday come
Okay,
from?
so Friday, right now, we're in discussions. We're trying to, so I'll tell people games that are coming down the pipe. So we're in discussions. We're going to be playing with Lady M, Cheerful, and Druid IRL.
Screw it.
And we're going to be playing Strixhaven, which is basically like Harry Potter meets D&D. So you're students that go to school in a magic school that's interdimensional, and you go through adventures like Harry Potter. Well, not exactly like Harry Potter, but same thing. Magical school, all kinds of crazy things going on. But there's only 3 of them because we're going to let people come in for like different semesters and play. So that call is going to go out once we set the day, but it looks like it's going to be late Friday nights. Thursdays, we have a game. Well, we have this game. But when this one's over, I already know which one I'm playing next.
If
Tues-
I join the school one, can I be Mash from Mashal?
Oh my fucking god, dude. That'd be fucking
No.
insane.
No.
Oh,
The
Well,
Tuesday
you said
game.
no, so I guess you're gonna have to join my game on Friday, which is gonna be the Crooked Moon. That's right, I'm stealing it.
Wait, you're DMing a
ooh.
game on Friday?
Nah,
Not
yeah, whenever the
now.
Crooked Moon thing comes out.
Oh.
They give it
Well,
like
yeah.
6 months.
Well, they already gave the book, the PDF book, actually.
Oh, okay, they did. I
I
didn't know that.
want it.
Oh, yeah. So we're not going to be playing every Friday, Alfie, so we'll still be over there to
Okay,
watch you.
okay.
And then Wednesday's going to be with Thorn. Thorn's DMing, so that's going to be, I think we're going to start at like 9 o'clock, I think we said. But it's also like every other Wednesday. What happens is my schedule is, I only play 3 times a week, but if I played every week, I would be playing from Tuesday to Sunday. Oh, Sunday's game, we're probably going to play Curse of Strahd. I had a game scheduled, but I was going to play with Jem and a couple of Jem's friends, but then Jem backed out because of school obligations and getting intense. So his friend still wants to play with his wife, but I haven't found more people to play in that one yet. So I might, and Alex is going to play in that one too. So it's just 3 people. I might just run it for the 3 of them. That's another game that I plan on doing. So yes, I like playing D&D a lot.
Couldn't tell.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely not. No, I
Okay.
have no idea.
Never would have guessed.
Yeah, so I post the games in Discord if people are interested in playing, but I'm gonna start like being more vocal about it and trying to get more games going. Also, there's the one shots that I like to do, so we might do a lot more of those to get some other people playing. Because there's people who can't commit to long campaigns but want to play D&D, and I'm like, you know what? I got you. I'll hook you up. So
Speaking of which, I
I don't know what you're doing, but okay. But yes, if you haven't followed and you would like to follow, I would appreciate it because I really would like to break that 300 number. I don't know why, but it's a goal, and it's been a goal for a while. And then I
That
can make
didn't
new
work.
goals. What did you break?
Because I misspelled it.
You misspelled Discord. I have a disco
Hold on.
road.
He also has a disco as well.
Discroft.
You have to now you have to add a channel that is just a disco ball, and it's just the disco room, and you just open it and it's the disco ball. Nobody else can post.
Oh God.
That's
Anyway,
fair.
all
I'll take
right.
note of that.
So, all right, we're gonna head over to these people. They've come back. They're ready. They're playing. So we're gonna go join them. Give them some love. Say hi. Tell them where you came from. And we'll see everybody back here. Hopefully, I forgot what day. Tuesday.
Tuesday.
All right. Good night.
Tuesday.
Say good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.